high school football on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Follow the 2019 Onalaska Hilltoppers all season long on
Central
CRSN.
can win the football game here on this last play. If they can convert, Johnny Davis sees pressure, flushed out, throws on his back foot to the end zone, up for grabs, Hail Mary. It's caught!
My God.
Central Red Raiders have won this football game. An incredible finish.
Tonight, the Onalaska Hilltoppers are on the road versus the Crosse Central Red Raiders in Week 8. High school football on the Coulee Region Sports Network is presented to you by Coulee Bank. Bank with confidence. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance in Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers. Discover the difference. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Also by Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. BA Burrito Company, delivered to your door with the Eat Street and DoorDash app. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. Howie's, La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. The Crow, American Gastro Pub and Bourbon Bar, La Crosse. Big Al's Pizza, La Crosse's original. Also by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante, you're invited to taste the difference. Mario's Italian Beef and Hot Dogs, the real deal taste of Chicago. Coulee Region Chill NA3HL Hockey, the fastest game in town. Onalaska Parks and Recreation, City of Onalaska.com. Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club. Become a member today at OnaBoosters.com. And by Radio 1 Music DJ Service for your wedding or any party at Radio1Music.us. Now, here with the call from Roger Herring Stadium at the Veterans Memorial Sports Complex on the campus of University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Rik Franke, Scotty Gran, and Lisa Kay on the sidelines.
Is not necessarily the most spectacular for people that have to be outdoors. But glad you're with us here on the Coulee Region Sports Network as we've got the Central Red Raiders homecoming and a very special night indeed, Scotty, as we've got Coach D, 50 years of coaching, Corey DeGaetano, and this is going to be the last season for the coach. He's touched so many lives, so many players over the years. Getting messages from coaches, well-known coaches in the area. For example, Tim Ebner, Dean Lonsborough, he was Dean's defensive coordinator. Tim Ebner says this about Corey DeGaetano.
And he's still coaching after he coached Dean?
Yeah, he says this. He says, I would not have gotten into coaching if not for Coach D.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be some presentations here before the game gets started. They are going to have players lined up alternately on the field. So we're going to try to get you as much as we can about that. But with more on the weather conditions down below, Lisa Kay is on the sidelines. And Lisa, hopefully you can hear us okay. We're a long ways away from you up here in the box where it's nice and warm. Tell us how it is where you are.
Not box weather. I think Minnesota, Wisconsin, we were kind of waiting for this weather to maybe hit in November. And we thought last week was a change in the weather. But right now, temperature 41, brisk south winds at 14 miles an hour, which I think could play a big factor in the game. It feels like 34 degrees, and we haven't even started yet. There are many hand warmers and many layers helping me through this game. But I will tell you, there is a few players without gloves, long sleeves. Johnny Davis, one of them. I'm not sure how he'll fare the entire game without that, even if you're warm running around. That cold can really affect maybe your grip on the ball. So we'll see. We're playing on turf. So regardless of snow, rain, sleet, whatever it is, this game's going to get in and the field shouldn't be an issue.
Awesome, Lisa. We'll be checking back in with you from time to time. We'll also have Stan Evans at the half as he is going to talk a little bit about the next opponent. Can't look past this one, that's for sure, in this big battle between Central and Onalaska with some snow flurries falling here on a very chilly October nights. We've got At the Rock coming up. We'll bring that to you momentarily, and then we'll get back for all the pregame festivities.
Look, soccer in the snow.
It is. It's all coming up next year on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Noble Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
When is a fixture not a fixture? When it's made from inferior materials, retail grade and manufactured to be sold at low prices. A fixture by definition means permanently fixed. Be sure your fixtures are permanently fixed, professional grade, and properly installed by the experts of Every Plumbing. Visit our showroom and look over the line of Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures. Every Plumbing, call us today for fast service and fixtures that are truly fixtures.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers difference.
Hi, we're the Chios family, and this is our story.
It has always been a dream of ours to put down roots and to find a place that we can call home. During our home buying process, Ultra took great care of us. They made us feel like we were their number one priority and always greeted us with a smile. The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease. We're so glad we chose Ultra. They made our dreams come true.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
First guy, safety guy that's been working his butt off, motivating coaches, said, hey, this guy's got us great. He jumps and goes up, he works hard every day, he doesn't leave his shot. Look at right, 1, 2, 3. Next one, great, figure on the JV squad. Also, it seems like you get the tap or two every week on kickoff team. Just a hard-nosed player, Aiden Larson. 1, 2, 3. And the last two, dependable every week. Both of you guys gotta have big games tomorrow night. But Connor Haggerty, 1, 2, 3. Hey Nathan, little redemption. Time to take it to Davis kid. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Let's swing. All right.
This is Lisa Kay with Coulee Region Sports Network, continuing the tradition of pregame at the Rock with Coach Yashinsky and one of the Onalaska High School varsity players. Today we're going to visit with Nathan Lubinsky, and we'll talk to him and see what he's got to say. Nathan, you're a senior this year. You prefer to be called Nate, is that correct?
Sure, that's fine.
All right, Nate. Tell me about your jersey number and what positions you play.
Number 20, I play linebacker and running back.
Do you prefer to play offense or defense?
I like both, honestly. I like just hitting people on defense, and then just on offense, I like running the ball, getting the breakaway. So
it doesn't matter, just you want to be involved in the game.
Yeah, wherever they need me.
Okay, so last year you had a season-ending injury, required surgery, rehab. Knowing that this was your senior year, what motivated you to get back on the field?
Yeah, I mean, just last year, didn't want to leave with any regrets, so just put as much work in as I could coming into the season.
And you've recently committed to play college football, correct?
Yes.
Why don't you tell everyone where you've committed?
I'll be attending the University of South Dakota.
And what about campus there made you feel like that was the best spot?
Just great facilities, and coaches are all just really good guys, and yeah.
Will you be a running back there? Are you going to play on defense, or are you going to do both again?
It sounds like I'll be playing running back.
Well, they're getting a great player. So what advice would you give to other athletes that have to also go through an injury and a recovery like you did? Is there anything that you think you could advise them on?
Just being persistent. There's lots of ups and downs. Just gotta keep working and never give up.
All right. Now, Coach has told me previously that his favorite play is victory formation. What play excites you the most, on offense or defense, you can choose, when you hear it called in the huddle?
Yeah, I have to agree. Victory formation just means you're closing out a win. It's always a good thing.
All right, and any final words before our game tomorrow?
Let's go get them.
All right, thanks, Nate. All right, we'll talk with Coach Yashinsky now. Coach, again, thank you very much. As I said a little earlier, this is probably the best weather day we're going to get. Tomorrow is going to be something.
Yep.
We're going to play Central at UWL, second year in a row. Last year, obviously, lost a heartbreaker to them in a last-second Hail Mary. What have you heard the guys talk about during this week about this game?
They're just really focused. It's a game we know that we control our destiny here the rest of the year. 4-0 in conference, and obviously there's another team that's got the same record. That we know a conference championship is within grasp if we take care of our business. So we don't have to hope for anybody else to lose like we have in previous years. It's a thing where we control our own destiny. We don't talk about last year at all or anything like that. We're just focused on what we have to do this year and taking care of business and trying to shut down their offense.
Is there anything that you are specifically coaching them toward this week other than what you do every week, concentrating, and playing their roles?
We want to be a physical team. I think we've been a pretty physical team this year, and we want to continue that. We think if we can play a really physical brand of football tonight, it's going to be our advantage. So we want to come out, be physical, control the ball, and keep it out of their hands so that they can't score.
Now you're going to play on turf at UWL, and obviously the home field here is grass. Do you have a preference playing on turf or grass?
It doesn't really matter. They practice on grass, so it's not like they're practicing on turf every day, so it's an advantage to them. Do they play on it more than we do? Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. It's not really. Both teams get really good footing on turf, so I don't think that changes. It doesn't change our game plan at all. We're a fast team, so playing on a slow surface doesn't help us. I know they're a fast team too, but I think we got some pretty good team speed, so it doesn't really matter.
So these last 2 weeks are going to be probably the toughest 2 weeks that you're going to face in the regular season, and it's probably going to determine the winner of the MVC. So when the schedule came out earlier in the off season, did you circle those on the calendar? Were these the two that you really wanted? Was there anything that really motivates you to win these next 2 games?
That's why we played the teams in the beginning half of the season that we did, was because we knew that if you want to be a good team at the end of the season, you better play some good teams to start the season. So we built the schedule that way so that it was tough in the beginning and get those close games underneath your belt, so you know how to play in those games, because that's what I expect these last 2 to be. I don't expect blowouts anymore. It's getting too late in the season for good teams. They're going to have good matchups. So we don't talk about next week at all. We just worry about this week. But the kids know that we control our own destiny. So that's obviously something that we understand, but not something we emphasize. We don't talk about the team next week at all. We're just worried about Central this week.
And so last year when we talk about that heartbreaking play, really, if you're an Onalaska fan, and probably pretty joyous if you're a Central fan. Davis to Davis. Now, Jordan Davis, the receiver, is not playing. He's out due to injury, but we still have Johnny Davis, who is an absolute, incredibly talented athlete, multi-sport athlete. He is not only their quarterback, but their leading rusher. So what are you doing defensively to change up your schemes to contain him?
Yeah, that's where you put Nate and have Nate spy their quarterback all night long. Nate's the best player on our team. He's obviously the best player on their team. So we're going to find out, if that's the answer to dictating where he goes. Really our goal is to not let him run the ball. He's really dangerous when he can run and throw the ball. If you can make him only throw the ball, he's obviously still a very talented passer, but if you can take away one aspect of the game, I think it makes them easier to defend. By no means are they ever easy to defend, but if you can prevent the run game from getting going, then it makes them one-dimensional, and any team that's one-dimensional still manages to struggle a little bit. So that's our goal, our game plan. The other part is don't let them have the ball. If we can take the clock on offense and just control it and not let them ever get the ball, that's part of it that I think that's frustrating as an offense when you don't ever see the ball as well.
And so talk about the matchup between your defensive line and their offensive line. Clearly, in order for him to get open and be able to get that many carries and yards, they've got to be doing a great job up front. What do you do defensively there against the line?
what they do a really good job of is they just kind of take guys where they want to go. You'll see guys getting rushing themselves out of the play, and then he finds a seam up the middle and runs. And obviously he's 2 strides and he's in the secondary. So what we preach with our defensive line is just being disciplined and establishing a wall along the line of scrimmage. We're not looking to put great pressure on him throwing the ball. What we want to do is keep him in the pocket and keep him from getting outside the pocket and running. And that's our emphasis. It's not to blitz him and try to make him throw it really fast or anything like that. We want to make him really second guess his reads and sit in the pocket and not have those open running lanes where he takes off. Because as an 1,100-yard rusher, that's he's really good at that. But if you can force some overthrows, some drops, some things like that, and then get him off the field, that's what we want to do.
And also, tomorrow is going to be a celebration. Coach Degatano, it's 50 years that they're celebrating him at Central. And so there's going to be quite a bit of pomp and circumstance prior to the game and even up into pregame that includes your team. Do you feel like involving the team can kind of hamper that pregame warm-up, that pregame tradition that, really preps and gets your mindset ready? Do you think that being involved in that can kind of hamper the guys, or do you think that seeing Central that closely will maybe encourage them more?
I think it's a bigger distraction for them. They got a lot more to do. We're going to line up for 3 minutes and shake hands and whatnot, but other than that, it doesn't take a ton away from us. So I think it's a bigger distraction and a bigger thing that they have to worry about than us.
So keys to the game, to reiterate then, would be ball control, containing Johnny Davis, and making sure that our run game is effective. Anything else?
Don't turn the ball over. Don't give them any more possessions than you have to give them.
All right, thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. You will see me, Lisa Kay, Coulee Region Sports Network, on the sideline tomorrow, dressed quite warmly as we've got a major storm front rolling through. I'm going to send it back to the warm place where Rik and Scotty have the call of tonight's game, where Onalaska takes on the Central Red Raiders.
As always, a great job by Lisa Kay. We're now going to send it down to the public address announcer celebrating 50 years of Coach D here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. We hope that you enjoy tonight's game. At this time, please welcome the Onalaska Hilltopper coaches and players under the direction of head coach Tommy Shensky, and stand for the playing of their school song.
So the Hilltoppers taking their place on the field. There will be, at least it looks like, about 50 or so, would you say 50 or more than 50 former players down the field right now?
I would say that's a pretty good assessment, Rick. I mean, obviously, you talked about it, Coach D has been kind of the Bill Belichick of our area if you look at what he's been able to accomplish with coaching trees. So I would say that's a very accurate count and assessment right there.
So the Hilltoppers taking the field, and then the Central Red Raiders will make their way. Of course, this is homecoming for Central, and we wanted to make sure that we got every bit of this night for you. Obviously, our traditional pregame segments with At the Rock, and Lisa, a fantastic job as always.
Yes.
Talking to the coach, and Nathan Lubinsky, congratulations to him. University of South Dakota is where he'll be going to play college football.
Such a hard-working kid. You got to be happy for somebody like that to overcome an injury like that. And he might even be better than what we've seen before, which is crazy.
Man, that game last week where he just found some way to throw his body across the goal line for that big touchdown run. He's done it so many times, and, that was such a tough year for him last year with that injury, and he has bounced back with, like you said, I think even a better season.
Yeah, South Dakota not only got a good player, but a quality person as well. He's off the field one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, very well spoken, very well raised by his family. He'll do well.
Head coach Tony Service, and stand for the playing of the school fight song.
fight song plays. Our thanks to Jeff Ross, who is up there on the rooftops in the cold here today.
Thanks, Jeff. Good job.
Lisa on the sidelines.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lisa, you got a front row seat down there.
I do have a front row seat, and what you can't see, Rick, to the south of the field is that there are former players all the way down to the field and all the way across the track, double-sided, all the way through the entrance. So it is far more than 50. I would guess well over 100.
You're right. I see that now.
That is awesome.
Good call on that, Lisa. And, of course, the players alternate.
I was wondering if there would be strategic placement of them amongst each other as they stood next to each other pregame, but it did not seem to be that way. It was just they ran out and they took the first spot available. So I was just thinking maybe there might be a little rivalry action pregame, but
there's a code of conduct, Lisa. They don't do that down there.
Straight ahead. Let's let the public address announcer with announcements here as we continue with pregame. Lisa Kay on the sidelines and Scotty and I up in the booth. So Coach D is being escorted onto the field by Coach Service and Coach D's family. And, of course, along that line, as Lisa mentioned, former coaches, players, and, of course, Central and Onalaska players.
Yeah, just the outpouring of support is incredible here for Coach D, and deservedly so. You know, you talk about coaching trees, you always think about professional sports. We said Bill Belichick, Bill Walsh, Buddy Ryan. I mean, you go down the line. But, I mean, locally, talking to, like you said, Tim Ebner, Dean Lonsborough, I'm sure there's a lot more. I mean, that's pretty impressive, Rick.
It is indeed, as he continues to shake hands with some of those former players and coaches, those that he, you know, we've said it a couple of times now, Scotty alluded to it, kind of a local Bill Belichick type who has had proteges going on to coach at different levels in different sports, and right now he's just getting what he deserves, and that is the recognition of 50 years of service. I don't think you're going to find too many coaches going to be 50 years of service in the way things are
I ain't
today.
going to last 50 years at Walmart, I'll tell you that right now. So to be coaching for 50 years, that is pretty dang impressive.
Well, your dad was at Walmart for almost 50 years, wasn't he?
No,
all right.
only 28.
All right. Okay, I thought you might be following right there.
I'm hoping that 25 mark, I could probably walk away.
All right.
And do this for a living.
It was about Coach D. Now it's about Scotty and his Walmart journey.
No, it's all about Coach D. I was just trying to be a little bit humorous there.
I know you were humorous.
It is hard to be in a career for that long. I mean, it really is. And I think that, things that economy-wise kind of construct that, but if you love it and you have the passion, it doesn't matter how long you do it.
That's right.
As long as you enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, we love doing this. We're glad we can bring this game to you for those that couldn't make it here tonight.
That's why that's
all over the world.
Plan, CRSN.
Right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Lisa, if you can hear us down there, what are you seeing? Coach is making his way, Coach D, around the line here. He's still got quite a ways to go, not quite halfway. Fans still filing in. Obviously, it's a chilly night. Those that are still coming in, I'm sure there's plenty of seats for them.
There are actually more people here than filing in, and I think maybe they came for the pregame, but everyone is on their feet, even if weather is chilly. To be able to be here at this moment paying respects to someone who has really impacted our community. And I'm sure you've talked about it when you talk about coaches. His family coming up, there's a guy with a purple in there. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to get a word, see if he can just tell me what this game means to him and maybe relay that to you guys, but he may be too busy to take a break and answer me just because the game is getting ready to start.
And you're talking about Tony DeGaetano, one of the assistant coaches with the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Of course, he's got a son that's quite the hockey player, playing with the Coulee Region Chill, and then Onalaska Hilltoppers, Onalaska Lacrosse Hilltoppers, that is, the co-op. who are obviously going to start practicing soon, but a little bit of chill action for him as they play. Tomorrow night, we'll actually have the coverage right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network, the home opener against the Milwaukee Power. So we will have that for you, of course. As the coach continues to make his way through the line, we will then have our national anthem. We'll take a quick break, and then we will have kickoff. We'll talk a little bit about this matchup tonight. Obviously, the anticipation of how will that Onalaska defense do against Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis, a multi-dimensional star athlete.
These are two of the best quarterbacks in the state of Wisconsin, folks. I mean, if you look at the numbers, that's intriguing to me, is how many points are going to be on the board tonight.
Different types of quarterbacks, though. Pocket passer
System
with the ability
right.
to move out, and Austin Larson, and then Johnny Davis, who obviously has a cannon for an arm. He's got feet that fly, and he can do it in the air. He can do it on the ground. He leads the MVC in both yards passing, yards rushing. That's a feat that you don't see very often.
He's 18th in the state in passing, 15th in rushing overall. I mean, those are impressive stats, but if you look at Austin Larson, Rick, 24th in passing, 14th in passing touchdowns in the state of Wisconsin. This is going to be a good game.
And 130 quarterback rating,
That's
17
impressive.
touchdowns, just 2 interceptions.
And by the way, Landon Peterson, he is now 7th in the state in touchdowns receiving.
And now our national anthem. Done by the Central Marching Band, and you see the snowflakes in the distance. We've got a cold one for you tonight here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Glad you're with us. We'll take a quick break, be back with kickoff. Central Red Raiders against the Onalaska Hilltoppers right here on CRSN.
Taste the sensations of true Italian food. Smell the sweet smell of Italian stuffed pizza. Italian spaghetti sauce like Mom used to make. And the unforgettable aroma of fresh garlic bread permeating the dining room at Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. Dine in, carry out, or order online with the Bite Squad and Eat Street apps to have great Italian delivered. You're invited to taste the difference. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante, 1427 State Highway 35, Onalaska.
For many people, one of the largest assets they will have at retirement may be a work-related retirement account. Investment decisions you make throughout your working life could dramatically affect the value of your account when you decide to quit working. How do you decide your account allocations? How do you know when to make changes? Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth can help. For help in understanding your work-related retirement account, contact Brent Peterson at interstatewealth.com. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CouleeGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com. 608-518-1720.
Time for kickoff. Ready for some football or foosball? If you prefer. Veterans Memorial Field, Roger Herring Stadium is the place. Glad you're with us tonight. There's a buzz here at this building. And here we are, the opening kickoff by Foss, taken at the 3-yard line, and upfield go the Red Raiders. That's Peter Fleming. And Fleming knocked down at the 20-yard line. That's where the Central Red Raiders will start out 1st and 10.
Yeah, Fleming's a name you'll hear. They like to use him a lot. Scat back packages, easy for me to say. Going around, they're going to utilize him in a lot of different ways. But a guy to watch tonight is the 6'8", 240-pound Terrence Thompson, who in the last 4 games, Rick, has compiled quite a bit of some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, you see him in basketball. He is big, as you said, 6'8". He will be a
Megatron wasn't even 6'8".
He'll be a big target tonight. Here's Davis with the feet, scrambling to the right side, and he'll be hit and goes down. Jess Ondell, the first to make the stick. Jacob Volk also in on the stop on Johnny Davis. Looking at that offensive line, you've got Austin Beitlich, who is the left tackle. Jackson Service at left guard. The center is Julian Goldstein. The right guard, Andrew Winkers. And the right tackle, Tristan Johnson. You'll see Fleming, Russell Hayes, Braden Kuiper, and Terrence Thompson as receivers to start. Here's Davis in the pocket, has protection, completes the pass. Hilltoppers knock him down short of the first down as the tackle was made by Nick Pica.
Yeah, good tackle by Pica. A short in route that time and immediately closing and contact.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4 yards to go here for Central, just underway here at University of Wisconsin La Crosse. I see Stan Evans made his way into the building. He's chosen to sit in the box until he has to go down.
Why am I
halftime.
not surprised? Did he bring a hot dog with him too?
Here's a guy who wouldn't take his gloves off to give stats at halftime. Here's Davis to throw left, and the pass incomplete. Looking at the left sideline and not going to get it there. And it'll be 4th down here after the incomplete pass.
There is a flag on the field.
That was, as we said, Terrence Thompson, the big target at 6'8", 240. And we'll see what the flag is. Thompson's numbers, 29 catches, 426 yards, 14.7 per catch, and 4 touchdowns coming
in 4 games. I mean,
well, look what,
it's impressive.
Jordan Davis in 2 games, yes. 16 catches, 358.
Davis was one of the state leaders before he went down with an injury. So
5 touchdowns. He was a receiving leader for quite a few weeks in after going down in week 2.
He was top 10 in the state, too.
I understand Dan Wick is one of the officials tonight. That's what Lisa Kay had told us in the pregame. Probably not on air, I don't believe. Lisa, you have any updates for us?
It's a local officiating crew. I didn't get everyone's name, but I know Dan Wick just from being from Onalaska. I did get a chance to talk to Coach Degatano, too, and I can fill you in when there's a break if you like. He just said that this was probably one of the most special moments that he had, and he was very excited for the game.
Fantastic. Good stuff, Lisa. The penalty was against Central, and I looked to me, and I was trying to listen to you and also watch the officials, but now they're moving the football back to where it was originally because I think the Hilltoppers declined the penalty, so they shouldn't have moved the football to start with. I think it was an illegal receiver downfield.
Yeah, legal substitution or legal motion.
They're still having a conversation. If this is the way the game's going to go tonight, we may be here a long time.
Penalty was declined by Onalaska, 4th
right.
down.
I saw that. Haggerty did the, decline, don't want it. So it is 4th down, and it should bring out the Central Red Raider punt unit. Johnny Davis also the punter, so you always have to watch things this deep in their own territory. I don't think they're going to take any chances here. And the Hilltoppers not going to put anyone back deep, so they're going to let the ball bounce. So we'll see what Johnny does with it with his foot. Snap was a little high. The kick by Davis. decent, kind of held up there, bounces at midfield, takes a Hilltopper roll back into Central territory, and it'll be great field position for Onalaska to start things. 1st and 10 from the 45.
I love the defensive alignment by Onalaska. A little quicker up front on the edges, and you have to be. And that time, Johnny Davis really did not do much with the football in that first series.
There's the snow coming down. Jeff Ross on the rooftop, feeling every flake as it hits him in the noggin. Last year, of course, a Hail Mary. You saw it in the open. Johnny Davis hitting Jordan Davis. That was it. That won the game for Central. Hilltoppers looking to answer this season. And the first play is a running play, and Lubinsky trips on the turf and goes down. I'm not sure if he caught the edge of...
Turf monster got him that time.
Yeah, I don't think he hit Colton Hogum's back foot. But
no, he was trying to cut that back up field because there was really good blocking right on the edges, and he just couldn't plant that foot and turn up.
They give him a couple yards on the play, 3 to be exact. It'll be 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Hilltoppers had won 2 straight against Central, 42-14 here and 41-0.
Central.
Of course, that 41-0 victory, first part of it was played at Onalaska, and it got rained out and moved to GET, to their new facility in the turf, which you can still play.
Yeah.
It was not a good day for Johnny Davis.
Tristan Johnson on the penalty, on the encroachment penalty for Central.
So 2nd and short, 2 yards to go here for the Hilltoppers after the Central penalty. Haggerty traded to the right side. Handoff Larson to Lubinsky, dodged one tackle. He'll get forward, 1st down, Hilltoppers. Boy, you know, he really just keeps working hard to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, that was a great run that time. And again, we called his number on the penalty, but Johnson broke in from that defensive end spot immediately, and Lubinsky with the wherewithal to make a really nice juke cut and get that upfield.
3 defensive tackles for Coach Service. Malachi Potts, who has 4.5 sacks. Caden Hansen and Tristan Johnson, that's who's up front. Darius Driver, the outside linebacker, along with Andrew Teff. Inside linebackers Ethan Shepard and Theo Walls. Here after the 1st down, it's Lubinsky. It's pound the rock time for the Hilltoppers inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The secondary for Central, Dustin Woolley, Max Pop, Drew Johnson, and Devin Bocook. That's the defense for Central. Of course, that Onalaska offensive line has been great. Left tackle Colton Hogum, left guard Caleb Yang, the pancake man, taking over for brother Nam, who got injured. Jake Bloom, the center. Right guard Sam Wallace, and right tackle Grayson Thog-Martin. 5 yards on the last play for Lubinsky. Here he is again, getting good blocks in front. Nice block by Olsen. Lubinsky to the corner. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. No flags down on the field.
What a great run by Lubinsky. Did you see the stiff arm as he broke that out? I mean, right off the stiff arm, the acceleration, great blocking downfield by the wide receivers. Man, I tell you what, that's lightning in a bottle and a fisticuff to come with it.
29-yard touchdown scamper for Nathan Lubinsky. The plan for the Hilltoppers was to run the football and take time off the clock to keep Johnny Davis off the field. So far, that's working. A lot of football to be played, 8:36 left here in the first quarter. Nick Pika to attempt the one-point conversion. Hudson Weber, the snap. The set there by Ben Tracy. The kick by Nick Pika is between the uprights and good. It looked like it was close to the upright, but it did get in.
Post. He hit the post and he knocked it in.
Hilltoppers up 7-0. 8:36 to play first quarter here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Have you worked your entire life saving for retirement, watching your account go up and down because of market volatility? Stock market fluctuations can potentially have negative effects on your retirement income. If you are wondering if you can retire without depending on the stock market for your retirement income, give Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth a call. Contact Brent Peterson at interstatewealth.com. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Rik and Scotty up in the nice, warm, toasty box with a great view. Lisa Kay on the sidelines. Stan biding his time till he has to go out in the cold. He's chuckling about it. I don't know how Lisa feels about Stan up in the box here while she's down there and Jeff's up on the rooftop. But
we just know who's tougher.
Yeah, you are tougher than Stan. Yep, you're tougher than Stan. I know. He's just chuckling away, though. He thinks it's funny.
I'm good.
Here's the kickoff for the Hilltoppers. And the boot by Ben Foss at whistles here. I think it might have been offsides on the approach to the ball.
Yeah, just back him up 5 yards.
That it will. Like to thank Coulee Bank. Bank with confidence, the official bank of the Coulee Region Sports Network. Also thanks to Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance in Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Hilltoppers had to back up 5 to kick it here.
You know, Rick, on that last drive, too, the Hilltopper offensive line did a really good job on Malachi Potts. And that's a guy you got to watch for Central. If he's in the backfield, it's going to be a lot of trouble. And that time, he didn't have a sniff of anything on that last defensive output.
Yeah, Potts coming in, 45 tackles, 8 of them for losses, 4.5 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery.
And he's a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Short kick here by Foss, and that's going to bounce at the 34 and be covered up there by the Central Red Raiders. I think covering it up was number 50, Ethan Shepard. So it'll be Central's second time with the football. Not much happening in the first series. You got to watch out for Peter Fleming, number 29. 35 carries, 177 yards, 5.1 per carry, 1 touchdown, 21 catches, 321 yards, 15.3 average with 3 touchdowns. So it is a handoff right side. Hilltoppers see it, but it will be a 3-yard pickup here for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Gino Angelini getting in there. That was a nice play there.
Mopped him up like a beef sausage combo.
I thought it was a dip. Thought he dipped him and then he dropped him.
He dipped like a champ.
Yeah.
2-yard pickup on the last play for Central. Davis, quick step, throw, and juggle. Incomplete, and Terrence Thompson couldn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's harder to catch the ball in these weather conditions, that's for sure.
You're not used to these cold conditions,
I mean,
yes.
It's a lot different out here than it is on the hardwood, Mr. Thompson. I think you might learn that with this weather conditions tonight.
First one off the hands, 3rd down, and we'll say a long 7. Davis going to use the feet, got holding, and he's dropped before he gets to the first down marker. Good defense. Connor Haggerty tracked him down from behind.
That's going to be on Onalaska. They were holding on to Thompson. I mean, I think it was David Luck had his arm right around him past 5 yards. That's going to go against Anna.
You are correct. Defensive holding on the Hilltoppers. That'll be an automatic first down for the Central Red Raiders.
Felt like I was watching the New England Patriots defense there on that play for a second.
Oh, that game was ugly last night for a long time.
I tell you what, though, I see something in Daniel Jones. I think down the road he's going to be pretty dang good.
I don't disagree with you. Daniel Jones is a smart quarterback. He makes the appropriate adjustments when he's in trouble. He doesn't have a real good team around him.
Dwayne Haskins looks like he's lost. You know, I mean,
yeah.
Kyler Murray gets a lot of yards but can't get to the end zone. I mean, so is Daniel Jones the best quarterback in the draft? Hard to say.
A little early to call that out yet, but
it is.
First down here after the penalty, and a little scamper off left tackle here by the Red Raiders. Not a whole lot there. That was Mason Herlitsky, 5'8", 150, and he has got some wheels. As a sophomore, saw some of the game against Logan, the battle for the Arc, and boy, he gets to the outside, it's pretty tough to catch him.
And obviously he's probably the future quarterback for this team. He was slinging the rock in pregame, looked pretty good, pretty comfortable.
He is the backup quarterback. Davis, good time, he throws it right, and another drop. Boy, it is not a good start here for Terrence Thompson.
That's the one thing as a receiver that, you know, if you're not used to this, catching the ball in these conditions is not easy. It is not. You need to keep your hands warm.
And for the second time, the pass was certainly catchable. So the only one you can blame in those 2 drops are Terrence Thompson, but he's obviously going to want to make sure he can get some confidence from his quarterback. Davis will run to the outside. Great blocking this time. He'll pick up the first down and more, and that's what he does. Explosive running.
Yeah, good blocking by his wide receivers on the outside. He's got that extra gear, Rick. You talked about it. He turned it on when he saw he had the corner.
And he's got to get those blocks in front. And this time his linemen stuck to their guy, and everyone that pulled to the outside was able to pick up a man. And All he needs is a little bit of space to make a quick 10 yards.
He doesn't have 1,100 yards on the ground for nothing.
That's absolutely right. Ball now at the Onalaska 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Central, moving the football on this second drive of the game. 7:20 remaining. And he drops the football and falls down on top of it. That would have been a major turnover here for Central. They'll lose 4 yards on the play.
I see snow, Rick. Does that mean the holiday season's approaching?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. So line up your party at Big L's. They got that party room set up for all your business ventures, party needs. Man.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's right. That's right. Call up Big L's to get your Christmas party planned and or business party.
Oh, what a
Big
segue.
L's,
that was
La Crosse.
fantastic, Scotty.
Nice
work.
I was waiting for Santa and
Very
Rudolph
holiday.
to fly by, too.
Just skipping right over Thanksgiving.
Don't you got that holiday graphic? All right.
And that's going to be Herlitzky with the throw downfield, and what a grab.
Wow.
Johnny Davis makes the catch. He trades places with Herlitzky. You said you saw him slinging it around in the pregame, and boy, he delivered it right there, and Johnny Davis shows you just another aspect.
That's a very, very clever call by Coach Service and his coaching staff to put him outside like that. And Herlitzky does throw the ball very well, and he put it in a place where probably only Johnny Davis is going to get that ball.
So nice delivery from Herlitzky, nice catch from Johnny Davis. They're marching and in the red zone just about. It'll be Davis to the left side and tackled. Beautiful play by the Hilltoppers as River Zumock rings him down.
Yeah, you talked about it, Rick. Spies. You're going to have spies on these quarterbacks all night long. Zumock reading that immediately, and the River ran through it and the ground.
Tackle for loss by River Zumock. He's put up some pretty darn good numbers this season. River with 47 tackles coming in, 6 of those for losses, 2.5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. 2nd and 11 now. Davis rolls to his right, being chased from behind. He'll get tripped up and then brought down again by the Hilltoppers, Albert Romero.
Yeah, Romero and Luck back there, and a great job by Romero cleaning that up. And Davis almost broke that, and if it wasn't for Romero, we might have had a short gain for Central, but good pursuit.
If only I could roll my R's like Goody does.
Oh, yeah.
When he says Albert Romero.
That is pretty impressive.
It is impressive.
And when he keeps the switch on in the box, that's impressive.
I love when he leaves all the stuff on in the
Yeah.
box. Then we can broadcast the whole game.
I feel really
postgame.
good when he leaves that switch on in the box.
He apologized for it. It's all straightened out.
He's a great guy.
He is a great guy. Davis to throw, 3rd down and 12. Off to the right-hand side. He does get it to Terrence Thompson. That's not going to be enough for a first down, driven out of bounds by Hank. And the very last second, that was David Luck, who also was involved on the stop.
Yeah, Thompson showing some strength right there. But not enough for a first down.
So it'll be 4th down and 4 yards to go here. 5:09 left in the first quarter. Hilltoppers up 7-0. 29-yard touchdown run by Nathan Lubinsky, the recent University of South Dakota commit.
Some confusion here with what Central wants to do with this play.
Clearly going for it here. Watch for some trickeration from the Central Red Raiders. Rolling is Johnny Davis. Throws. Oh, incomplete. Missed his target. And it'll be a turnover on downs. He was going outside, and I think that was Fleming who he was trying to hit. Peter Fleming, one of his favorite targets. And the Hilltoppers take over with 5:06 left here in the first quarter.
It was a well-designed play. They had Fleming on the flat. He had field if he would have caught the ball, but overthrown. Timing, Rick.
It is about timing. They've had a couple of drops. This time it was just a little off target, little off to the side, a little too much heat. Fleming not able to grab it. So now the Hilltoppers deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. And again, it'll be Lubinsky dragging 3 tacklers up to the 20, and he'll pick up 5 yards.
A nice inside trap right there. Caleb Yang with a nice block, getting to the second level a little bit, and Lubinsky churning them legs.
Tristan Johnson picks up the tackle for the Central Red Raiders. 2nd and 5 for the Hilltoppers. And again, it's Lubinsky breaking tackles. First down and more out across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Great blocking on the outside by the tackles for Onalaska. Man, I tell you, I've been impressed with Grayson Throckmorton since he's come in. I mean, he's impactful at the point of attack, and that time he sealed that inside, and man, did Lubinsky make him pay.
Nice job by the junior as he made some space. Lubinsky almost could have gone a long way. Drew Johnson able to slow him down finally.
Don't be surprised if they take a shot here.
1st and 10 from the 31. Again, it's a running play, and it's all Lubinsky, and it's exactly what the game plan was, and it is working. As I may have mentioned this in pregame if we did get to it, Central Red Raiders' run defense has not been very good.
No.
They allowed 268 yards per game. They've allowed 22 rushing touchdowns. They've only allowed 83 passing yards, but I don't think they've played anybody that really throws the football.
Yeah, no, not really. I think this is the best offense Central's played this year, in my opinion.
Here's the pitch. Larson to Lubinsky, looking for blockers to the outside. Hank lost his man, but Lubinsky still gets to the outside, picks up the first down. Another 7-yard carry.
I mean, Lubinsky just channels his inner Ironhead Hayward and just throws out that stiff arm like nobody's business. I mean, that was another impressive stiff arm to get to the outside. If he doesn't throw that, he's down right there.
I think Coach Yashinsky and the staff are going to just continue to roll and pound the rock with Lubinsky until somebody can stop him.
I don't see why not.
It is working right now. They have not thrown the football once. They're moving it from their 15-yard line. They continue on. Larson looking to throw. Deep downfield. Coverage tight and incomplete. Looking deep downfield, but not able to pick it up in the air. I believe that's Landon Peterson. Can't see his number from the side, but he was split wide right.
A nice little coverage scheme by Central because the safety came over to help late. And he was deep, probably in a cover 3, and came over to come and help the corner that was beaten, but really not. So it was a good defensive alignment.
Landon Peterson coming in, top receiver, 27 catches. The MVC, 573 yards, 21.2 per catch, and 9 touchdowns. And Central going to get the big stop this time as nowhere to go for Lubinsky. In at the bottom end on the tackle was Caden Hansen.
Yeah, those 9 touchdowns, Rick, now tied for 7th in the state of Wisconsin for receiving touchdowns for Landon Peterson.
3rd down for the Hilltoppers. Now it'll be 3rd and 10. Couple personnel changes. Michael Saverin coming on. Hudson Weber split wide left. Hank Olson is the slot receiver with Landon to the right. Lubinsky in the backfield. Larson to throw to Hank over the middle. Hank makes a move. Hank picks up the first down. Olson still on his feet. Out across the 35 and finally inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Hank Olson moving the football with some run after catch.
And that's what he does, Rick. I mean, he's been doing it all year. That's why he's the 3rd best receiver in the conference with his yardage totals and what he does. I mean, I tell you what, I haven't seen any receiver better after the catch this season than Hank Olson.
He has been sure-handed, and yes, he has made some good plays after the catch because he is that short route guy. He's the guy that gets the stuff over the middle. You may have
He's Wayne Corbett.
Remember Fredrickson catching
He's
those
Wes
balls.
Welker.
He's kind of a Ray Heilman type, you know. He doesn't have Ray's speed, but here comes speed to the outside, and Lubinsky uses his helmet as he goes straight down into the 21-yard line. And Central says they recovered the ball, but that's not the case. Destin Woolley trying to pull the Woolley over the referee's eyes there.
Oh, that was good,
with
Rick.
a fumble
that
recovery.
That was really good.
It was a fake fumble recovery.
Yeah. But, man, again, I mean, Lubinsky never finishes a run without moving forward. And that time, again, he uses his body to gain 1 or 2 extra.
If Lisa's microphone was up, she probably would have booed me
I'm
for
right
that
here.
last. Oh, okay.
I'm right here.
Were you going to boo me for that last comment?
No, but I've got a lot to report from the Onalaska sideline.
Oh, here's Lubinsky, though. Let's wait till we get a stoppage and play. Got a flag thrown from the official on the back end. Go ahead, Lisa.
Well, Albert Romero came out on that last defensive stand, and it was getting worked on by the athletic trainer. So I'm not sure how serious that injury is. And there was one point where Bo Cook, number 6 for Central, is limping quite severely out on that far end. And that was right before the pass that Hank Olson, they attempted on him. coaching staff is very unhappy with the lack of calls. They are feeling like there's quite a bit of holding, and they thought that was pass interference from there as well. But Nick Pika, the defense, they are hungry. They are said, foot on the gas pedal, get another one, don't let up.
Great job, Lisa. Great information. We'll keep an eye on those players. And looking at Albert Romero, here's a throw downfield. There it is. Landon Peterson, touchdown. Hilltoppers strike, and it's again from 29 yards out.
Yeah, Onalaska's been baiting that all game long. 3 wide receivers on that strong side, and I knew eventually they were going to take a shot, and they did that time. And Peterson showing the speed. I mean, how quick is that guy within 5 yards? And then adios, muchachos. What a great catch in the end zone.
That's his 10th touchdown catch of the season from Austin Larson. Austin Larson's 18th touchdown pass. And this time they do hook up, and now it's Nick Pika for the conversion. Pika, 18, or I should say 19 of 22, now 19 of 23. So that's going to do it for the extra point conversion. No good. And the Hilltoppers up 13-0 on Central here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Freddy Fest 2019 is Saturday, October 12th at the Onalaska American Legion from 6 to 11 p.m. Join us for a fun evening and help raise funds to support our athletic programs. Music by Simon Says, lots of great raffle and auction items, and other opportunities to win big. Food and beverages will be available. Purchase your tickets in advance for just $10 or at the door day of for $15. The boosters are looking forward to Freddy Fest becoming one of the Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club's main community fundraisers. Advance tickets can be purchased at the high school or online during the week.
Onalaska Hilltoppers now with a 2-score lead. Do not pick up the extra point as it was blocked by the Central Red Raiders. But I'll tell you what, the running game very effective with Nathan Lubinsky, and this time Austin Larson able to hook up with Landon Peterson for the 10th time this season, and the Hilltoppers have a 13-0 lead.
That's what happens when you pound that rock and you can counteract with the pass, and that time Central was not ready for that strike.
Van Foss with the kickoff. And a line drive taken at the 5. Out across the 20 to the 23-yard line. And it was Max Pop on the return. Jess on Del River Zumach in on the stop.
And a flag on the play.
I see that right at the 31-yard line. I'd like to thank Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers. Discover the difference. Another one of our great gold sponsors. Also thanks to Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future.
Hey, Rick, look at that. Bangor came out of a smoking helmet.
Oh,
how about that?
I wish we could show the people that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They're doing it up big time there at Bangor
yeah,
nowadays,
we didn't
aren't
do
they?
that back when I played. We got lucky if we got hot dogs after the game, you know. That was great.
Those were the days.
Budget management, baby. More money for the music department.
And the first play in this series is going to be nothing but whistles.
A good music department, by the way. I was a part of it.
But
back to football.
Yeah, you fancy yourself as kind of a vocalist, right?
We're going to watch this now.
You can catch Scotty appearing at a variety of venues that have the karaoke.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do something while I'm on vacation. Don't know when yet, though. After one song, you'll leave.
No, you actually can sing fairly good. I just told you to stay away from Queen.
I know.
You know how I feel about covers of Queen.
But
There's very few people that can do that.
After a few sassies, the advice sometimes goes out the window.
I figured it does. The penalty was on Central, and they're not going to get much there. The defense in quickly. Davis with the quarterback keeper, and I believe Connor Haggerty was in on the stop.
Yeah, so far very well scouted by Onalaska. This quick defensive line that they're rotating in and out, very, very smart.
First quarter winding down, 30 seconds remain as Central deep in their own territory, second down at 11 yards to go. Fleming in motion to the far side. Davis looks for him, wide open. Fleming tries to make a move, and the Hilltopper is going to drag him out of bounds 2 yards short. That was Michael Savarin who forced him out of bounds.
Very clever play call, Rick, by Central, and they kind of flagged Fleming out later in the play. Nobody was around him. That was a great play by Savrin, though, to get the stop. If not, he had a lot of open field.
That's going to do it for our first quarter of play. We'll take a quick break, be back with second quarter action. Onalaska up 13-0 on the Central Red Raiders.
I'm a mother of a teenager, and when a child is learning how to drive, you want to turn it over to someone who's patient.
Enhanced Driving Institute teaches your child how to drive responsibly, not just pass a test.
He does a lot more than teaching to pass the test, but also teaching just conscious driving.
Class registration is open right now and filling fast.
I don't want my daughter to just pass her test. I want her to be a good driver for life.
EDI-WI.com. Enhanced Driving Institute.
Burrito artistry, 2 words you rarely see together. At BA Burrito Company, they're words to live by. Get your BA madly mixed flavors any way you like. Handcrafted burrito artistry at the Copeland store in La Crosse can be delivered right to your door through the Eat Street and DoorDash apps on your computer or smartphone. BA Burrito can also cater to any event and is the official Iceberg Fan Deck caterer of the Coulee Region Chill. BA Burrito Company. Check out the full menu, daily specials, and catering online at baburritoco.com.
Rik, Scotty Lisa back from University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Veterans Memorial Field, Roger Herring Stadium, as Central in a bit of a bind here. 3rd and short and nowhere to go. Hilltoppers shutting down the 3rd down play. A whole gang in the backfield immediately.
Yeah, and Davis got a kind of a low snap and bobbled it, and right away, Connor Haggerty and Gino Angelini back there to clean up the mess.
Boy, the Hilltopper defense has looked good.
Yes.
Central's had a couple of drops with some open receivers early in the game and just haven't been able to get a whole lot going. They did get it into Onalaska territory. We're knocking at the door, but weren't able to do it and turn the ball over on 4th down for one successful drive, if you want to call it that. We got another flag, and Central player runs right back into Johnny Davis. It got knocked back into him, and we're going to do this all over again, I believe.
Be careful. Greg Gard's watching you.
You think he's watching the game right now on Coulee Region Sports
Might
Network?
be.
He might be.
Here's the score update, Rick. Sparta, after 1, up 6-0 on Holman.
I think that's going to be a better game than some people think, obviously.
Myself included.
You know, rumblings are that Holman thinks they have this all in the bag because they've had so much success against the Onalaska Hilltoppers over the years. But I think Sparta's going to give them a handful. Here's the kick by Davis.
Almost blocked.
Just gets it off. Should take a good Central roll, and it does. Wise of Cody Skipton to stay away from that ball as it was spinning hard. And a very good kick by Johnny Davis from deep in Central territory.
Toma's up 7-0 on West Salem. Bangor comes out of a smoking helmet, and they're smoking Brookwood 22-0. How about a shock on that one?
The smoking helmet. Lisa Kay is on the sidelines. And Lisa, any more updates on those players or anything else you've heard down there?
Well, Albert Romero continues to get work done over here at the trainer's bench when he has time. I will tell you that you probably can't get close enough, but Austin Larson is sporting the beginnings of a playoff beard. Quite impressive, actually.
Well, I have to see.
And I did find out, too, the reason that he's not wearing gloves tonight is just for feel of the ball. I know you guys talked about it earlier, and we can get a little bit more information pregame-wise when I was watching Central try to warm up, and I watched Terrence drop quite a few of those passes. Again, Terrence and Johnny Davis not wearing sleeves. Terrence did put on gloves, however, and I've got to think that at some point, even though they're running around, this cold temperature and this wind has to have some sort of effect. By the end of this game, I probably will not be able to talk well because my face will be frozen.
It very well could be. We were getting the shot of Austin Larson. He is not wearing gloves, and as Lisa was just alluding to, nice job by Jeff Ross on the rooftop, who was also very cold. I didn't think he could use the Zoom with gloves on, but apparently he says he's able to do it, and yep, he is. That's a yes via the camera. He's doing all right. Way to go, Jeff. If it works for you, I'm okay with it so far.
Had a false start penalty on Onalaska on the last play.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now. Direct snap. And here's Lubinsky.
Gone.
He could go all the way to midfield, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Nathan Lubinsky. 74 yards.
Modified Wildcat formation, Rick. They set it up, moved over a little bit. Direct snap to Lubinsky. Great blocking on the outside. You could see that right away. Once he got past the second level, he was gone.
19-0 Hilltoppers. 74 yards. You know, in the interview, what does he like most? He likes to break away and not be caught. That's exactly what he did when he talked about at the Rock with Lisa Kay.
I felt like he was running to the end zone for a BA burrito. That's how fast that was kind of launched out of the cannon.
Here's a trick play for the Hilltoppers. Hank Olson, he gets it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And it's caught by Hudson Weber. And they make up the kick that got blocked. And it's now 21-0. Onalaska Hilltoppers with 10:43 left here in the first half on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
Nathan Lubinsky. You think he's a little excited about committing to University of South Dakota?
Hey, he should be.
There's no question about it. He's extremely excited, and he's now over 1,000 yards rushing for the season. He, again, has a couple of touchdowns. He's now got 8 on the season. He is having one heck of a night, and he has really picked it up since the first 2 games.
Yeah, and I mean, he's only gotten stronger as the season's come along. And we talk about it, Ricky, and he's going to get stronger as this game progresses if he's still in there because he just doesn't seem to get tired. And the work ethic is there. There's no question about it. South Dakota's getting themselves a great player and a great individual in Nathan Lubinsky.
The game plan has been completely executed through this first portion of the first half. Lots of football still to go. Kickoff here, a short one by the Hilltoppers. And the bounce picked up at the 23-yard line. Nice moves by Fleming. Out across the 35 to the 36, then some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And I think they're waiting for the officials to get the whistle down because they were still playing until they heard it.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I just figured they blew the whistle when he came to the sidelines, but I guess they never did. 10:34 remains, first half. Hilltoppers have had it go their way, 21-0.
Rick, get on out to the Crow for Happy Appy Hour over there. $3 off appetizers.
Appetizers,
yeah. $2 off signature cocktails and $1 off all other drinks at the Crow downtown La Crosse.
So Central with the football. And looking to make some sort of noise. Davis, great protection. Deep downfield. Oh, another drop. It was right in the hands. Unbelievable. A perfect pass by Johnny Davis and in and out of the hands of Terrence Thompson.
See, the coverage was very, very good. But again, you called it, Rick. It was a great throw by Davis. And Thompson is having a night to forget.
Perfect throw. Here. An absolutely perfect throw. You know, at what point, if you're coach service, do you just stop going that direction?
Yeah. I think they should utilize Fleming a little bit more, in my opinion. But, again, that's why I'm up here.
Well, I mean, you know, and guys are going to have bad nights. It's just bad timing here for Terrence.
Yep.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Direct snap there to Johnny Davis, who takes it directly up the middle and gets ahead for just 3 yards. You're not going to pull that one off on the Hilltoppers. They're waiting for it.
Yeah, they're very prepared for Johnny Davis and his ability to get to the outside and just make things happen with his legs.
Jess Ondell on the stop. Jasper O'Donnell gets back to the sidelines, and Jacob Uterman comes into the game.
Yeah, when you said Johnny Davis had flying feet, I thought you meant Kid Icarus was on the field.
Here's Davis rolling left. Fires it to the sidelines. Good coverage by Hank Olson. And Jeff is having some issues there with the cord on the camera. We're losing our signal here, Jeff. So Need you to keep an eye on that as the screen went black for a brief moment. I know you can hear me, so I just want to make that clear. You don't know it. Okay.
Yeah, again, great coverage by Onalaska.
So 4th down again here for the Central Red Raiders. 9:55 to play first half. Here's the kick again by Davis, and nice job by Cody to just let that go. Don't take any chances. You've got yourself a 21-0 lead. Yes, you're pinned deep, but all that means is if the running game is going to continue to do what it does, you drain the clock out with 9:44 left in the first half.
Don't give Davis any opportunity or the Central offense to get anything going. They are right now stifled, confused, and really don't know what they're doing play to play. And again, you got to give credit to Onalaska's defensive preparation for this game. They've done just a marvelous job so far against Central.
But you just kind of wonder, and again, I hate to go back to it and blame it on one person, but if those catches are made, you're looking at a whole different situation for Central, I think. First play in this series. Now, lots of space here to the outside for Michael Sabrin, and he just has one more man to beat and gets out to the 40. No flags, huge run. Michael Sabrin with the wheels. And of course, we look back to the big run that he had at Lake Mills, the one loss on the season for the Hilltoppers that was called back due to a block in the back that wasn't a block in the back. But can I ever go past it? I don't know if I can.
That's like me going back and saying that Aaron Rodgers would win 3 more Super Bowls. It never happened. Rick?
I don't know that I really look at it that way. But
I do. I do.
Okay.
That's what I thought in my mind.
All right. 1st and 10. Hilltoppers. Pitch. Here's Lubinsky. He got a couple good blocks across the 45 to the 46. And eventually knocked down there.
Yeah, Rick, one thing I wanted to touch on. That left side of the field, Onalaska must have saw something on the tape that left corner struggles maybe in situations where he has to come up and make tackles, because they are going to that left side quite a bit on running plays, passing plays. I don't know for sure if that's what they saw, but they are attacking that left side of the field.
Malachi Potts with the last stop. Hilltoppers taking as much time. These snow flurries are falling again here.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is soccer being played in the snow right now.
Yeah.
I have never seen it in my life.
There's Landon Peterson. The handoff there from Austin Larson. Not going to get the first down. Gets 1 yard on the play.
Yep, Jeff, take a shot of that. Look at that. They're playing soccer out there, Rick.
Soccer in the snow.
That's insane.
Hey, they play soccer all year round, everywhere. And soccer is something that we're going to have
on the 17th.
Coming up on the 17th. Yeah. Let me see if I can find my soccer graphic. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Holman and Onalaska. That's going to be on the 17th. We'll have it. Jenna Yashinsky, Mark Thorne joining me. It's going to be cold then, too. Lots of soccer. It should be good. It's for the MVC championship.
Yeah, that'll be big.
There's Lubinsky. He'll get the first down out across the 50 inside Central territory, and the clock will go a ticky-ticky after the first down.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I really thought, I know it's homecoming and all the, Lisa said it, pomp and circumstance around this game, and Central just right now just looks defeated out there.
Lisa, you hearing anything down there?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say that Albert Romero continues to receive treatment, and it looks to me like it's a right hamstring issue. I am unsure whether he'll play or how much he'll play in the rest of the game. The snow has picked up considerably, as is the wind.
Look at this run by Landon Peterson. He breaks a couple more tackles deep into Central territory, down to the 23-yard line. I didn't mean to cut you off, Lisa, but
no, quite all right.
That play developed nicely for the Hilltoppers.
And I would say also that Andrew Teff is on the Central sideline. He's getting evaluated by trainers, and they're looking at his shoulders as well. So this weather, while it isn't rainy or too hot where we sometimes see those cramps, is definitely starting to affect some of the players, and we'll have to see how that plays out the rest of the game.
Thank you very much, Lisa. A little attrition setting in, some cramps, and some people being attended to on the sidelines here. Hilltoppers certainly moving the football on the ground here. They have exploded in this first half via the ground. And it'll be another running play with Lubinsky slashing through and pounding his way up to the 15-yard line. They just can't get him at the point of impact at the line, and he just breaks through for something every time.
You got to give credit, too, to Onalaska's interior linemen. I mean, they're doing a great job setting that stuff up and sealing to the inside. I mean, if you're a safety for Central, do you just want to not make a play on Lubinsky?
I mean, it just seems like they're not able to get down low on him enough.
They struggle in the running game defensively, trying to come up and make plays, and I think that was noted.
That's Malachi Potts coming back.
That's not
to
good.
The sideline there, and Malachi.
That's a good player, folks.
Is a sturdy dude at 5'9", 240. Hilltoppers, 2nd and 3. Ball at the, it's like 16-yard line, and they're just letting that clock roll. No reason to rush into anything. Flag thrown, Lubinsky out across the 13 to the 12.
False start. Okay.
Like to thank Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Also thanks to Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. And thanks to Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life, just to name a few of our great sponsors that make it possible to bring these broadcasts to you. For those people that can't be at the game, family members that live far away, wherever it is you're watching it from, across the pond like Stan's #1 fan.
Yeah, that was cool to see that.
Yeah.
I was pretty pleased to see that.
And Lisa, I should let you know, your mic might not be on here. Stan is making his way on down into the cold. He will be with you at halftime. Of course, you'll have Coach Yashinsky coming up at half. Here's a handoff to Lubinsky. He got knocked back this time. Good work on defense there. Central Red Raiders get a good jump and get him at the line of scrimmage. Ethan Shepard with the tackle. He's had a few here today.
Yeah, Shepard did a good job getting that penetration where they haven't been able to do that so far in this game consistently.
So 3rd down and 11 here for the Hilltoppers. This is probably the first time in a long time they've been slowed down just a little bit. Larson, good protection to the right sideline. What a catch! Landon Peterson to the end zone. They're going to say he was out at the 1.
Yeah, he was. It was close, but he didn't get that ball over the pylon before he went out of bounds. But what an adjustment to that ball, Rick. He had to switch shoulders at the last minute, and he made a beautiful catch.
What a catch by Landon Peterson. That was what he's been doing all season long, boy, I'll tell you what. From the 1.
Plunge it in, why not?
Into the end zone they go. Hilltoppers score yet again. And a great block right up the middle. The Hilltoppers, Grayson Thogmartin cleared that in.
Yeah, and Larson at his size, that's pretty much a gimme right there. And another great drive, and Rick, they took off about 2.5 minutes off the clock on that drive, if not more, and keeping Johnny Davis and that Central offense off the field.
27-0, and the Hilltoppers have allowed almost nothing except for one drive that included a couple of penalties.
Yes.
And eventually Central was stopped. Look at the move and the jump there by Nathan Lubinsky. He does get tripped up at the 4, and they're not going to pick up the 2-point conversion on the attempt. We'll take a break. Hilltoppers 27, Central Red Raiders nothing here at homecoming on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Been missing that taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, Vienna beef, hot dogs, and other Chi-Town classics? Well, I'm here to tell you. Grab 2 or 3 of your friends and head to Mario's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in La Crosse. Just a short drive, and you, my friend, are enjoying a juicy Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich, Chicago dogs, depression dogs, fresh-cut fries, and more. Mario's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, 118 South 3rd Street, La Crosse. Stop in today or have it delivered with Bite Squad and Eat Street apps.
Rik, Scotty, and Lisa back with you. Veterans Memorial Field, Roger Herring Stadium, cold, flurry-filled night, but warm in the hearts of Onalaska Hilltopper fans as they see their guys in purple, black, and white with a huge 27-0 lead, 4:55 left here in the first half. And it'll be Fleming trying to get loose across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that's where Johnny Davis and crew will try to get something going here. A little momentum maybe as they close out the first half.
Yeah, not a lot of mo going for Central right now. And, again, part of it, the drops. Part of it, Onalaska's defensive preparation. Part of it, timing. I think all three of those right now are really hindering Central's performance here tonight.
Coming up at the half, your Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show. Lisa with Coach Yashinsky, and then Stan Evans previewing the Holman Vikings, who were trailing Sparta when we last saw. Another juggled snap to Johnny Davis. On the run, almost intercepted. Hilltoppers diving, but unable to pick it up was Hank Olson, but he was there in coverage.
Yeah, another low snap, and Davis had problems with it. Zumach in on the blitz, almost got to Davis. Great coverage again by Hank Olson, who's having himself a night defensively in that defensive back spot. And Rick, Holman has just taken the lead 7-6.
7-6, Holman leading Sparta. That game at Empire Stadium in Holman. Of course, the Holman Vikings and Onalaska Hilltoppers play the regular season finale.
And that's at halftime, by the way.
Right, the low-scoring game, which I kind of thought it might be a little lower. I kind of saw that.
Sparta played them tough last year.
Sparta's a good football team. Here's Johnny Davis, plenty of time. Now he'll roll out, sees the pressure from Uterman, and he'll throw that on the run, incomplete. He was hit as he threw. No flag down there. You got to be careful you don't get a roughing the passer call against you. But that will not be the case. And again, the Hilltoppers defense stingy.
Yeah, Uterman and Haggerty, great pressure on the outside. And, man, Davis had no open receivers. And I have to say I've been impressed with the secondary of Onalaska all season. I knew this would be a test for them tonight. So far, they are A-pluses across the board.
And I do not see Terrence Thompson out there.
No.
So here we go.
He is in now.
Now he is. Davis with time. It closes. Oh, he gets hit after he delivers the ball. Incomplete. And the Hilltoppers are lucky they did not get up. Yep, there it is. Nope, I thought he was throwing a flag there. It wasn't a football. That was a late hit, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. And again, Davis, it was a very smart, well-designed play to get Fleming out to the outside, but good coverage by Zumach, and ball just overthrown.
I am very shocked that they did not call that a roughing the passer after the pass was thrown, but it was not, and it's now fourth down, and again, a punt situation. This defense for the Hilltoppers, aggressive. They are hitting people. Good snap this time. Almost blocked again. Kick taken at the 31. Fair catch by Cody Skifton. And
I like that.
Where the Hilltoppers take over. 4:25 remaining in the first half, and they have a 27-0 lead.
I mean, at this point, run that clock down, maybe put another one on the board going into the half, and I am very thoroughly surprised right now about how Central is performing in this game offensively, and Onalaska is just taking advantage of it and running the clock down, with that three-headed monster of Larson, Lubinsky, and Peterson.
Lubinsky's been incredible. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns, 29, and I believe it was, 74?
Yes.
And plenty of other runs in between. He's on the verge of a 200-plus yard night. Slinging it on out left to Savrin. Savrin breaks a couple of tackles, another first down and a 12-yard gain as he gets to the left sideline.
Yeah, they're picking on Destin Woolley out there, and there's been a lot of big chunk plays on that left side of the field, and again, I hate to say it, but I think they saw something in their preparation that we're going after that.
The game plan was there. There was a heartfelt sting last year losing that game.
Oh, absolutely.
Here in this building.
I remember watching that game from my apartment in Green Bay, and I had to have an extra adult beverage to calm myself down. I was what just happened?
It was a thriller, and it didn't turn out on the Hilltoppers side, obviously. Here's Larson, quarterback keepers. He spins around, stiff arm, and to the first down marker, very close as he gets out of bounds.
And again, they went right after Woolley, and he's struggling in that running game, coming up to making a hit, and that time Larson just kind of olayed him, went to the side, and first down for Onalaska. I hate to call the guy out, but obviously they prepped for this.
They are a yard short, 2nd and 1. And the pitch to Lubinsky. Gets a block, gets the first down into Central territory, across the 45, down to the 42-yard line.
And sudden impact on everything, and I'm not talking about a really bad Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. I mean, that was beautiful.
Clock continues to wind down. Hilltoppers up 27-0 here in the first half. And yes, I know we broadcast all the Onalaska Hilltopper games throughout the season, and some people may say we're homers, but believe me, if there was something good going on for the Central Red Raiders,
yeah, we would.
I would.
I think we've been very fair all season.
Yeah, we try, you know. Here's Lubinsky again. Great blocking, gets to the outside, and he gets about 8. Well, no, they're going to say he stepped out a little bit earlier. That's just a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, still just another great pickup on first down. And Rick, score update. Bangor's JV has come out of the smoking helmet now. It's 29-0 over Brookwood.
Oh, Bangor. Lisa Kay getting ready with Stan Evans for the Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show. Of course, she'll have a brief chat with the coach coming up. Oh, Lubinsky. He'll get the first down with the extra effort. If he gets the spot that he should get, that should be a first down.
You can hear some of the Central fans voicing their displeasure on their defense's inability to stop Nathan Lubinsky, but you have to give credit to the offensive line of Onalaska as well. They're doing a great job up front.
They have it short. They have it inches, it looks like. They're not going to measure it, and that's fine, I think. As far as Coach Yashinsky is going, he doesn't want the clock to stop for anything.
Yeah. It looked like he got it from my vantage point.
This will be a Larson. No, not. It's a pitch back. And this is Peterson. And he'll get the first down and tackled. I think first in on the stop was that 56, 50, I believe.
Yep, 50.
That would have been Ethan Shepard again.
Yeah, Shepard's quietly had a pretty good night tonight. He's flashed a couple times, made some nice plays.
Band making their way back out to the track here.
Malachi Potts is still out of this game, Rick, and you got to think that's affecting him in the interior a little bit.
Oh, that's a huge loss, not having his sturdy frame in there, and obviously he's had a very good season.
Yeah, he's a great player
for the Central Red Raiders. Now under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. It's been all Hilltoppers, and another heavy dose of Nathan Lubinsky gets across for 1 as the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, that time good job by Central's defense as they weren't fooled as Onalaska tried to run Savern back out on that little, I would say, what do you want to say, fade route to the running back?
Tim Ebner sent me a text, Scotty. He says, let Scotty know fair is a relative term.
What, did he get tickets to a state fair or county fair? Or, I mean, I don't understand.
Here's Larson to Peterson. Comes back for the ball. Couldn't hang on. He did get around the coverage. I thought he did a good job of beating it.
Yeah, he did. He had to come back for that, Rick, but he got his hands on it. You can tell he's not real thrilled.
Yeah, Devin Bocook was in coverage, and Peterson came back around to get up for the ball and just couldn't haul it down. 1:18 left. The clock stops after the incomplete pass, 3rd down and 10.
You know, I am liking this new Tim Ebner unhinged personality that I've encountered lately.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's a lot more relaxed.
He took a lock off the politically correct coach speak. Here's the sling out to the left side to Lubinsky.
Oh, wow.
A rare pass to Lubinsky, and he gets out across the 20 to the 19. So it will be a 4th and very short here.
Yeah, they're liking that little drag route to the running back as, they kind of let those linebackers, maybe cheat inside or drop back a little too far and sling that out and let those guys make plays with their legs.
Under a minute to play here in the first half. Hilltoppers going for it on 4th down, and they get the
encroachment.
Central Red Raiders to jump across. So that's an automatic first down. Clock stops with the penalty. And if Central wanted to have any sort of momentum here getting out of the half, it is going the other direction on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
This has been domination. I mean, I don't know if there's any other word to describe it.
I did not see this coming at all, Rick.
I did not either.
I thought it would be a little closer, but
I knew if they had success running the football that it could be a one-sided game, but not to this level.
Absolutely not.
Larson, the first down to the end zone, a little bit too far, looking for Hank Olson.
What a great play call. You kind of tease it a little bit, have that linebacker covering Hank Olson, a nice little fade route to the corner, nice pass, a little overthrown. That was a good play call right there.
So the incomplete pass clock stops, 2nd and 10, 26 ticks left. Again, don't forget, we've got your halftime show.
Yeah.
We'll get Coach Yashinsky with Lisa Kay on the sidelines. We'll take a bit of a break. We'll try to get you some scores, maybe some stats, and then we'll get Stan on to talk a little bit about Holman and preview next week's big regular season finale. It'll be at Onalaska High School. Larson to the end zone. That one was just off target. I don't know if Hudson Weber knew which direction that ball was supposed to be going, but usually that fade goes to the outside, and he kind of came back on the inside.
Yeah, he ran a kind of a in and out slant route instead of going to the fade, and a little miscommunication there.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 here. Hilltoppers going to take a timeout with 22 seconds left. We will also take a quick break here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Choose Coulee Golf Bowl as a location for your next golf event or party. Whether you plan to hold a large corporate or charity event, just a group of 12 on a golf getaway, or even an afternoon of bowling, Coulee Golf Bowl is the complete destination. Take advantage of their birthday party specials, and if you're interested in league play, there are leagues always looking for individuals and teams to join the fun. Coulee Golf Bowl in Onalaska. It's time to get your planning underway. 608-781-1111 or CouleeGB.com.
.22 seconds remain here in the first half. Hilltoppers have a 3rd and 10 from the 14-yard line. After the timeout, Larson out of the pistol, Lubinsky to his left. Larson throws it to Lubinsky, left side. He makes the grab to the end zone. We got a flag thrown as Lubinsky goes in from 14 yards out, and I think it might have been a face mask.
Yeah, it's going to stand as a touchdown for Onalaska here. It should.
Let's see if it's what I think it is. Officials. Of course, you see a lot of pink here tonight.
Yep,
no,
pass interference.
Not a face mask, but nonetheless, the touchdown will stand, and Austin Larson connects for yet another one of the Hilltoppers. Now up 33-0. It is just a runaway. Boy, I tell you, this is just unexpected to this level.
Onalaska's taking a timeout, Rick, but I tell you what, Howie's has got that Oktoberfest burger going on. If you don't know about it, you probably want to get out and have one. I mean, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it right now.
Aktuliba.
Yeah. It's a 3rd-pound beef patty and a brat patty, topped with cheddar cheese, onions, and mustard on a pretzel bun. Now that sounds delectable.
It does sound delectable.
Yes.
And I don't think you can get that anywhere else other than Howie's.
You can't. I tell you what, burgers on a pretzel bun, man, that is quite
pretzel
quite
bun.
good.
Pretzel bun does elevate.
It does.
People say bacon makes everything better. Pretzel bun, I think, also makes everything
88-cent bun, no. Pretzel bun, yes.
88-cent bun, like the kind you would have at your house.
No, not anymore.
Okay,
not anymore.
You've changed your ways.
I have.
Scotty's Cookouts.
And I didn't take home the buns afterwards.
Oh, it's the generic Walmart bun.
Yeah.
And Gordon's. You have a pint of Gordon's. Only some people got that. Here we go.
I understood. I'm watching the game, though.
Here's a pitch to Lubinsky, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. He gets it done in many, many, many ways.
Yeah, he does. And, again, great kid. You got to root for a guy like that. He's having a great night tonight. Onalaska with a great game plan for this one. Absolutely lights out in the first half.
35-0. Well, I should say this, too, because Paul would like us to know there is other Oktoberfest food out there, too. There is a killer Oktoberfest burrito at BA Burrito Company.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you hurry up, you might still be able to have it delivered to your house right now. If you got those apps that you can order online, that's a good thing.
It is. Still can't come out to Holman, some of them apps, though.
Some of them, maybe they'll start extending the distance.
Now that they know that they got the revamped man cave, maybe they'll get some more apps, Rick, because I'll order out more.
I'm sure everyone's going to adapt to what they do in terms of their restaurants for that man cave.
Absolutely. I'm going to send a resume out this week.
Okay.
Pictures and everything. It's going to be detailed.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, here we go. With just 16 seconds left in the first half, we got a bit of a blowout. 35-0 Onalaska. And that kick going to spin along the sidelines. I don't think that it ever went out of bounds, but they are going to throw the flag.
What's the flag for?
I might have touched the sideline.
I thought that was a smart play by Savern. I thought he knocked it in before it went out of bounds, but maybe not.
No, I believe that's going to be a legal procedure on the kickoff. And with 16 seconds left, we'll see if Central tries to just air it out down the field or decides to lick their wounds and talk about things at the half.
Now, Rick, I have to ask you this as a Bears fan. Is it a good week for a bye, in your opinion?
To think about how bad you were.
I kind of figured you'd say that.
Yep, think about how bad you are. Get your quarterback back, because that's the only way you're going to win another game this year. Because if you can prepare for Chase Daniel, I think the Dolphins could beat the Bears. Too easy to prepare for Chase Daniel. This is going to be a running play for Johnny Davis, and you know how he can run. And he picks up nice yardage, very close to picking up the first down. Maybe missed it by an inch or two. That's how good my eyes are with my glasses from this perspective.
Yeah, I think he just got it. Is that what they're going to mark?
They have the marker.
Yeah, they're going to say second down.
About a half a yard. I think he was closer than that, but.
Yeah, they like to run to that strong side with Thompson playing tight end.
10 seconds left.
Yeah,
he fumbled another snap. It was down low. Haggerty chases him to the sidelines, and he gets out of bounds with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, a lot of bad exchanges tonight, too, and it looks like we got an injured offensive lineman here for Central.
And can ill afford to lose anybody on that offensive line right now, and it's been a tough night for them. Number 77 is Julian Goldstein, senior lineman, 6'1", 200. Goldstein limps back to the sideline here.
Probably just, like Lisa said, the weather, cramps, that would be my guess.
Of course, we will be talking with Lisa coming up here momentarily as we'll grab the coach as soon as he makes his way. Lisa, I believe, is on the Onalaska sideline. I'm not sure where she is right now. Here's Davis. He's sacked by David Luck, and that will take care of the first half with a David Luck sack. Oh, he shot out of the cannon and came flying and knocked Johnny Davis down. He now has 1.5 sacks on the season.
And Johnny Davis threw that football down in frustration after that sack.
He is indeed frustrated. Let's get Lisa with the coach as they make their way to the sideline. I don't know if she's going to talk.
All right, we'll go right here.
And run.
We'll go right here?
That'll work.
Oh, we better get off the field.
Yeah, they got the band coming on, so why don't you you got to come over here more towards us, Lisa, so we can talk to you. If you go off to the side, we're going to have some trouble here as far as the reception goes. All right, that'll work just fine where you're at right now.
We're right here. I'm with Coach Yashinsky, and I almost didn't get Coach Yashinsky. I had to run a track meet. I think he forgot he had to meet with us. But, Coach, this has got to be probably the best weather for your team that you've played, and you probably wish every weather day was like this.
Hey, we got a team that's physical. and wants to come out and play hard-nosed football. I think that's showing tonight. You get in October, you get in playoff-type weather, teams that run the ball win. We know that from experience of having it done to us. That's what we want to do tonight.
Are you more surprised by the play of the defense or your offensive points on the board this half?
I'm not surprised by either. We expected this. I'm not surprised by either.
And you've got to be really happy with the way that your team on the sidelines is really, their character is coming through. They are loud, they are supportive, and your leaders are really stepping up.
We talked about leadership last night. That was the message at The Rock, was about leadership. I'm proud of our kids, but we got 24 more minutes to finish this thing off still.
And how do you motivate them if they need it and encourage them to play this way in the second half?
They remember the last 5 seconds of last year. No motivation needed.
All right, thank you, Coach, and I'm sure they'll hand out quite a few Snicker bars. I'm going to send it back to you. I'm going to try to find Stan so he can preview the game for next week, which could very well determine the MVC championship.
All right.
Rick?
Great job, Lisa. We will get Stan in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we will come back and we will take a look at the highlights from the first half. We'll also get with Stan. He'll talk about the Holman Vikings, who are in action tonight hosting the Sparta Spartans, and Scotty will get us a score from that as well. Don't go anywhere. Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show. That's coming up next year on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Noble Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
When is a fixture not a fixture? When it's made from inferior materials, retail grade and manufactured to be sold at low prices. A fixture by definition means permanently fixed. Be sure your fixtures are permanently fixed, professional grade, and properly installed by the experts of Every Plumbing. Visit our showroom and look over the line of Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures. Every Plumbing, call us today for fast service and fixtures that are truly fixtures.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Hi, we're the Chios family, and this is our story.
It has always been a dream of ours to put down roots and to find a place that we can call home. During our home buying process, Ultra took great care of us. They made us feel like we were their #1 priority and always greeted us with a smile. The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease. We're so glad we chose Ultra. They made our dreams come true.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
It's the Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Halftime Show on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Now, here with a brief recap of the first half and a look at local scores of other games under the lights, Rik Franke and Scotty Gran.
Yes, welcome to the Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska Halftime Show. Scotty has got the stats courtesy of Mike Rude, the man with the plan. And Scotty, why don't you give us the numbers from the first half? They're good ones if you're an Onalaska fan.
Yeah, passing, Austin Larson, 6 for 10, 111, 2 touchdowns, QBR of 219.24. Nathan Lubinsky, 19 carries, 179 yards, that 79-yard touchdown run, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Landon Peterson, 2 for 49 and a touchdown. Hank Olson, 1 for 29. Lubinsky, he has 2 for 22 and a touchdown. So Lubinsky with 3 touchdowns tonight, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air, and pretty decent overall numbers for offensively for the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
He had a 2-point conversion too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yep.
2-point conversion to go along with it. And there really isn't much in terms of numbers for lacrosse so far. Is Mike giving you a correction?
No, he's showing me right now the first downs. Onalaska has 17. Central has 4 first downs.
And it was 4 in that very, I think it was the second drive of the football game for Central.
Yeah.
And they had gotten a couple of first downs via penalty. But outside of that, there's just been nothing.
Here's the most staggering stat, though, that I want to share.
Okay.
Johnny Davis is 2 for 11 for 13 yards passing. On the ground, 10 for 41, 4.1 yards a carry. He came in averaging over 7 a clip, if I'm correct.
You know, in the shutout back a couple of years ago, this is reminiscent of that game. Only the offense for us, has been absolutely incredible in the first half with 35 points. For the Onalaska Hilltoppers leading the Central Red Raiders 35-0. You got some scores for us before we go to Stan?
Yeah, Bangor 29-0 going into the third quarter. Let's see. I do not have a confirmation. Holman 7-6 at the half. Twitter and ScoreStream have not confirmed, but I've heard Holman has scored early in the third. Once I get confirmation, I'll share that. River Valley up 21-6 over Westby. Oliva Strum 6-0 over Melrose Mindoro. West Salem and Tomer are tied at 7-7 in the second quarter right now, and that is the most current updates that I have.
All right, there you go. And now, if we can maybe look down and see if Stan the Man is on the scene. I think I see him right there. He's got, well, you look like you'd be cold wearing what you're wearing.
Braving the cold down here, let me tell you.
Just to show your CRSN colors?
And you know that, man.
Stan the Man Evans is down the field. Stan, I know you've been looking into the Holman Vikings as they're in a battle at Empire Stadium tonight against the Sparta Spartans. What did you learn about them?
Well, a lot of things going into, we're, first and foremost, both teams need to get through the games they're playing tonight.
Right.
In order for next week's battle to, go off, as a hitch, for the conference championship. We're just going to call this the tail of the tape. But first and foremost, I want to shoot a shout out to our super fan over in Wales across the pond, Mr. Mark McGowan.
Mark.
A special shout out to you, buddy. Let's get to the tail of the tape with
Stan's
Holman.
#1 fan.
Yeah, let's get to the tail of the tape with Holman and Onalaska looking at next week. First is going to be a 7 p.m. kickoff at Onalaska. Head coach Travis Kowalski. Right now, Onalaska ranked number 5 in Division III. I didn't see Holman ranked at all, although they're sitting there at 6-1. So what we're looking at, though, is Holman has owned Onalaska within the last 10 years. They hold a 9-1 edge over Onalaska over the last 10 years. Last win for Onalaska was 2016 with a 43-21 win at Holman. I'm going to give you a couple of numbers. You know I'm a numbers guy. Within these last 10 years, Holman has averaged 37.8 points against Onalaska, with Onalaska only averaging 16.5 over those last 10 years. When we look at the numbers this year, ain't too much you can really say that's a difference between these two teams. If you look at the points for Holman, 156. For Onalaska, 154. Obviously, that's going to change tonight. Points against.
You think?
Yeah, definitely. Points against, Holman has 25 points against, where Onalaska has 26. So these teams, as far as the numbers, look very evenly matched. Now, when we look at some things real quick, both teams are 6-1. Both teams are 4-0. We're looking at Holman. What do? They run the ball. They're looking at over 1,869 rushing yards this year for 27 touchdowns. They've only thrown 390 yards passing for 5 touchdowns. So they snuck the pass in a little bit, so we have to be leery of that. Holman's only loss this year came at Menominee, where they lost 16-32.
It's a great football team, Menominee.
And at the time, Menominee was number 4 ranked in Division II last week, although they lost to Superior 13-14 last week, so that dropped them down to number 7. So that's what we're looking at as far as the Holman and Onalaska matchup. Now, key players we need to look for as far as Holman goes. On offense, we need to look at number 5, senior Cameron Weber. He's going to be their quarterback. He's thrown for 353 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's also ran the ball 71 times for 392 yards and 3 touchdowns. We're looking at number 44, Brett Holden, who has 705 yards, leads their team in rushing, averaging over 100.7 yards per game. And other factors, Jaden Abraham, another running back, 412 yards. And Nathan Navala has 243 yards, and he's a junior. The one other thing we need to look for defensively. Now, they've got some studs on defense, let me tell you. Drake Shams, number 72, a senior, 42 total tackles, 11 tackles for a loss. He leads the team with 6 sacks. Number 36, senior Nick Mertz, 42 tackles as well, 7 tackles for a loss, 5.5 sacks. A good friend of mine's son, Adam Quam, number 11. He's a senior, 59 total tackles, 11 tackles for a loss, 4.5 sacks. And on the back end for Holman, we're looking at Ryland Wall, 34 total tackles, 5 picks for Holman. He's their leader in interceptions. And then you got senior number 38, Dylan Westcott, leading the team with 71 total tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, 1 forced fumble, and 3 interceptions. So this is going to truly be a battle. Can Onalaska overcome the last 10 years against Holman?
We will see. The wing option has always been a tough thing for the Hilltoppers to stop.
Yeah.
You know it's there, but can you see the guy with the ball? Can you get him? Can you win that battle at the line of scrimmage? Can you make sure that your guys that are back in the secondary don't get blocked when they get around the ends? That's the way it was, and they've had the success over the years. The only time that they've lost recently, you mentioned the numbers, that was when Seth Wilson, their running back, got injured and was not able to play in the second half, and the Hilltoppers were able to pull it out against Holman at Empire Stadium, but it's been domination pretty much every other year.
Exactly. It should be a barn burner. Don't miss it. Onalaska, 7 o'clock next Friday night.
Nice job, Stan Evans. Put a coat on.
Yeah, you know it, bud. It's freezing.
He's freezing for a reason.
And he'll be up here in about 10 minutes.
He's
guaranteed.
He is going to be back up here. He's going to put the coat on. We've got just a little bit of time. The marching band is out there. Teams have both hit the field. You got something
real
for me,
quick,
Scotty, before I take a break?
Holman did score. They are up 12-7. Right now over Sparta with 9:32 left in the third quarter.
12-7. Holman up on Sparta. There you go.
And Nick Mertz works for me at Walmart, by the way. I thought I'd let you know.
Right. We'll take a
Good
quick
job,
break
Stan.
here. The Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance of Onalaska halftime show.
Burrito artistry. 2 words you rarely see together. At BA Burrito Company, they're words to live by. Get your BA madly mixed flavors any way you like. Handcrafted burrito artistry at the Copeland store in La Crosse can be delivered right to your door through the Eat Street and DoorDash apps on your computer or smartphone. BA Burrito can also cater to any event and is the official Iceberg Fan Deck caterer of the Coulee Region Chill. BA Burrito Company. Check out the full menu, daily specials, and catering online at baburritoco.com.
I'm a mother of a teenager, and when a child is learning how to drive, you want to turn it over to someone who's patient.
Enhanced Driving Institute teaches your child how to drive responsibly, not just pass a test.
He does a lot more than teaching to pass the test, but also teaching just conscious driving.
Class registration is open right now and filling fast.
I don't want my daughter to just pass her test. I want her to be a good driver for life.
EDI-WI.com. Enhanced Driving Institute.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
Choosing your investments can seem not only confusing, but downright impossible. With the abundance of information available, the average investor can easily achieve information overload. How do you know what to expect from your portfolio? Does your portfolio align with your risk appetite? Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth can help you answer these questions. For your complimentary portfolio analysis service, contact Brent Peterson at interstatewealth.com. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management. Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com. 608-518-1720.
The Coulee Region Chill are back at Green Island Ice Arena, and it's the 10th anniversary of junior hockey in the La Crosse area. Tickets are on sale now for the October 12th home opener versus the Milwaukee Power. Go to crchill.com now to get your tickets online for $1 off the regular ticket price of $8 for adults and $5 for students and military. Get on the Iceberg Fan Deck with all you can eat and drink for just $25. BA Burrito Company catering on Saturday nights throughout the season. Go to crchill.com for more information. Coulee Region Chill NA3HL hockey is the fastest game in town.
Second half action just about set to begin here. Veterans Memorial Field, Roger Herring Stadium on the beautiful campus of the University of Wisconsin La Crosse, where the Onalaska Hilltoppers have dominated the first half of action, defensively, offensively. Everything that Coach Yashinsky and the staff put together has come out looking like it was exactly supposed to go.
Yeah, I felt point of attack was excellent. The edges to stop Johnny Davis. He really doesn't have a lot of room to run, and you give a guy like that with that kind of athletic ability open field, and he's going to make you pay. And honestly, Onalaska's just done a tremendous job against him, and they just right now Central just doesn't really have a solution to really get things rolling right now. Rick, I've made a mistake.
Okay,
mistake. And here's the thing:
that never happens.
Hey, come on now. Nobody's perfect. I know you are, but that's okay.
Oh, no, I'm not perfect.
Twitter, sometimes it's hard to kind of read all the hashtags and that. It's actually Sparta up 18-7 now over Holman.
So you've been corrected by somebody. Then
I just had to go back and reread some of these.
So nobody's watching is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. But it looks like one of the Stiesel brothers just returned a fumble for a touchdown. They're up 18-7 with 9 minutes left in the third.
Defensive touchdowns for the Stiesels this season for Sparta. Lisa, you got something for us?
No, I just wanted to check in and let you know that when I had talked to Coach Tegatano earlier in the pregame ceremonies, he really had said what a special game this was, and that he was honored and touched by all the people that showed up, and that he felt as if he had learned more and gained more from them than he had ever given back. And he was just tickled pink, like maybe it was his first day coaching to be here. And I did get a chance to talk with several of the players in the Onalaska sideline, and they said that there is quite a bit of chatter coming from the Central players on the line of scrimmage, in huddles, in tackles, things like that. And just like Coach Yashinsky had said, they are just playing their game. They are not letting that chatter get in their head. They are not participating in any of it. And so I'm just wondering now if Central just needs to refocus and see what they can do the second half to bring about some scoring and some more momentum their way.
Excellent stuff, Lisa. We will see. Half ready to begin here. The football fell off the tee there, and so now they'll place someone down to hold it. So the kickoff will be Drew Johnson, and Johnson gives it a ride and take it by the Hilltoppers at the 12-yard line. And a couple of moves back and forth at the 21 for Landon Peterson. And he made another Ole miss and finally gets knocked out to 25. Boy, some jukes there from Landon Peterson.
Yeah, nice return right there. He had to kind of make something happen, tried to get outside, go inside, and I tell you, that's why he's had such success catching the football this year. His ability to break away and make plays with his feet, and he's got quick twitch ability, which is pretty impressive.
Twitch ability. I like that, Scotty. You haven't thrown that one out too much.
I try to change it up,
You sound depressed. Are you upset about the mistake on the score still?
A little bit, just on that one, because that's a big game. I mean, it is.
Hey,
it's a big game.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, Scotty.
I am shocked that Sparta is up 18-7 right now. I really thought Holman would go in there and make a statement, and right now, but I forget, Sparta played very well against them last year at the end of the year. I believe they beat them last year, if I'm correct.
And again, that Sparta game when we went to...
Jeff says yes.
Yeah, he says yes to the camera. When we went out to Sparta and we broadcasted from the TV there next to the bleachers, that was a tight football game.
It was.
For a time that could have gone either way. Here's Larson flushed out of the pocket. He's going to get hit. Ball is loose, and Central has recovered. Oh, my goodness. Hit from behind, and I believe that's Central football, and indeed it is. You talk about getting some momentum deep in Onalaska territory. The Central Red Raiders going to take over, and, hey, it's 35-0, but if you're Central, that is a huge turnover, and if you can get some points on the board and start chipping at it a little bit at a time, you try to get back in this football game.
Yeah, and I mean, just what the doctor ordered, if you look at it from Central's perspective, let's see if they can get into the end zone.
So set up nicely at the 12-yard line, deep in Onalaska territory. And here is Johnny Davis dragged down from behind. What a beautiful stop. And that was Jacob Uterman as he flew right back behind Johnny Davis and made the tackle.
Yeah, how about Uterman the last couple weeks since he's gotten an opportunity here at the varsity level? He's played very, very well.
Might have had the little Udi chant there as he made the tackle from behind. And Uterman had a couple of tackles, one of them for a loss against West Salem. That was his first game back. Of course, he played a couple of years ago, and he's back again and added here and makes a big play. Davis throws over the middle, and let's see if he hung on to the football. Jacob Valk with the stick, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for Braden Kuiper, and Kuiper not able to hang on.
Yeah, again, more drops for the wide receivers for Central, and that's been an issue tonight. Definitely, as you maybe watch this archive later or continue to watch throughout the game, I mean, you can go back and look at that's one of the keys right now to Central's demise offensively.
3rd and 13. Incomplete pass on the last play intended for Kuiper. And Herlitzky going to throw to the end zone looking for Johnny Davis. Good coverage by the Hilltoppers. They're going to throw the flag.
There was a lot of contact there, Rick. I'm actually not surprised they're calling this.
Jess Ondell and Nathan Lubinsky in coverage. They're both there to watch Johnny Davis, and there is going to be probably interference on the Hilltoppers.
I mean, you can't. There's way too much contact there not to call it. But at the same time, a good play designed by Central. Getting Johnny Davis out, Onalaska was not ready for it.
Earlier in the one drive that Central had that they moved the football, Herlitzky hit Johnny Davis on their biggest play of the day, and they try it again here in the red zone. It'll be interference on the Hilltoppers. So it'll be, they still have 3rd up there. and 5.
Yes.
So that interference doesn't really hurt you all that much. Davis rolling, throwing, and another
drop
off the hands. And this time it was Peter Fleming who was the intended receiver. And he's usually sure-handed.
That ball had a lot of gas on it. I don't know if you needed to put that much on it in that situation. I mean, take a little bit off it, let Fleming go to it and make a play with his legs. I mean, little surprised.
Yeah, getting variety of texts. 18-7 Sparta, says Tony Angelini, as far as the scores go. Paul Hosh says 7-6 Ullman. There's a million different scores, Scotty. I don't know if anyone knows what the real score is.
I'm keeping track here.
All right.
By the way, Sparta scored again. It's 25-7.
4th down and a big hit there by the Hilltoppers. Pumped up. David Luck and Jacob Uterman. One went high, one went low, and that is going to take care of that.
Well, Central got an opportunity to maybe get on the board here, but Onalaska's defense, as they've done all night, is doing a tremendous job against Central's offense.
So obviously we're watching closely the Holman-Sparta game, and it sounds like Holman's having a tough time with the Spartans there at Empire Stadium. Central having a tough time in their home building here against a Hilltopper defense. It just got a turnover on downs. Direct snap to Lubinsky. Tries to get to the outside. Does. Lubinsky again. He'll try to get to that sideline. Picks up the first down. Steps out gingerly for another Hilltopper first down across the 20 up to around the 24.
Malachi Potts back on the field, and he almost made the play in the backfield on Lubinsky, but Lubinsky turning it up, getting to that second level, and great blocking downfield by the wide receivers for the Hilltoppers.
So they say he went out of bounds at the 22. First down, Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Corbin Hauser scores from the 31, so a 31-yard play, 25-7, Sparta with 5:05 left in the third. That's big.
Central showing blitz. Larson saw it, rolls out. He gets to the sidelines for a 5-yard gain. I'd like to thank Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service at your disposal since 1984. Our thanks to BA Burrito Company, delivered to your door with the Eat Street and DoorDash app. Just download it onto your phone. Also thanks to Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. 3-yard pickup on the last play. Larson rollout. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. We're rolling along quickly here with the clock a ticking. 2nd and 7. Olsen was showing motion. He gets a key block. And Lubinsky charges ahead up to the 28.
Malachi Potts makes such a difference on this Central defense. He actually made a great play on that rollout by Austin Larson, the one making the tackle from behind, and that time kind of one of the guys on the flow of the play against Nate Lubinsky. And, I mean, you could tell a huge difference with, I guess, the attitude of Central's defense with him out of the game, and now you can see a little bit more fight to him here.
3rd down, 4 yards to go here for the Hilltoppers, taking their time to get this play started. What a night for Nathan Lubinsky. 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Lubinsky left. Lubinsky leaves guys in his dust as he continues upfield into Central territory, across the 40 to the 38-yard line. They try the ball strip, but boy, I tell you, Lubinsky is on the verge of a 300-yard night.
Yeah, that was a really brilliant run again by Lubinsky, and a great hole for him to run through. Onalaska's offensive line, especially on the edges, have done a tremendous job tonight, no question about it.
Of course, tomorrow night, I head off to the hockey rink, Green Island Ice Arena.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Coulee Region Chill home openers. They take on the Milwaukee Power NA3HL Hockey, the fastest game in town. You can listen to it live, absolutely free, on the Coulee Region Sportsnetwork.com, or watch it on Hockey TV, or get your tickets at crchill.com for $1 off the price of admission. First down, Hilltoppers. Lubinsky cuts back inside, drags the pile across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Malachi Potts with a stop, as Scotty said. He's back in. And boy, that turnover for Central was big, but they weren't able to do anything with it.
Yeah, they just tonight, you got to give credit again. I mean, Onalaska's preparation defensively for Central might be the best all season.
Well, you could see how proud Coach Yashinsky was when he came to Lisa at halftime.
He was fired up.
I mean, part of it, he was out of breath because he ran across the field.
It reminded me when Kevin Krovic ran across the sideline when we scored on a middle screen when I was a junior.
Oh, but he was pumped. He was extremely proud of what they delivered in that first half. Larson, pocket breaks down, but it's the screen. And here it is. Connor Haggerty knocks down one guy with a stiff arm. Haggerty up. He does a little spinorama cartwheel as he gets inside the 10. Oh, the Winona State commit just made a beautiful move and a sort of half cartwheel.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to audition for Dancing with the Stars for a moment there. I mean, the footwork was just magnificent.
Rumble. Big man rumble.
Emmett Smith couldn't even do that.
That was a half cartwheel, though.
It was.
What do you give him on the score on the cartwheel?
Oh, got to give him a 10. Come on now.
A 10. I heard judges say 10.
You don't see that on the field very often.
That was impressive. They called a block in the back on that.
Really? Where?
Yeah, I'm just hearing the public address, and that's a yes, Lisa.
Yeah, right there, and you guys may not see it because you're not here on the far sideline, but that last block right before he did the cartwheel, the Onalaska offensive lineman did push that defender in the back. I will give you an update, too. Tyson Murphy won't play the rest of the game as he slipped and fell during halftime, wrecked his left knee, and Albert is out for the rest of the game as well. They're going to let Uderman see what he's got for the rest of this game.
He's looked pretty good. Thank you, Lisa, for that injury update. Hilltoppers now 1st and 10, back up at the 23-yard line, and it will be a handoff to Lubinsky, and that'll be shut down by the Central defense.
Howie's wing sauce of the month, Rick. Drunken Bavarian barbecue. For those who love barbecue with a bit of something strong, very flavorful, and you'll be reminiscing a bit about Oktoberfest with a few brewskis over at Howie's.
It's got some of those undertones in that sauce that makes you reminisce about some of the brewskis you had, some of those craft beers.
I don't know if I should eat it because I don't know what I'd reminisce about if I'd eat it, but I'm going to try it.
I just love to reminisce.
Yeah, I'm reminiscing right now.
Clock ticking down the third quarter. 2nd down after a nice defensive stop again by Malachi Potts. And it'll be the last play of the third quarter. Pitch, Lubinsky. He'll cut back inside. Nice job by that Central defense yet again as they get underneath and trip up Nathan Lubinsky. Looked like that was Theo Walls who maybe got underneath him there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. We'll take a break, be back with quarter number 4. Hilltoppers 35. The Central Red Raiders, nothing. Here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Freddy Fest 2019 is Saturday, October 12th at the Onalaska American Legion from 6 to 11 p.m. Join us for a fun evening and help raise funds to support our athletic programs. Music by Simon Says, lots of great raffle and auction items, and other opportunities to win big. Food and beverages will be available. Purchase your tickets in advance for just $10 or at the door day of for $15. The boosters are looking forward to Freddy Fest becoming one of the Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club's main community fundraisers. Advance tickets can be purchased at the high school or online during the week.
You are running out of time to get those tickets at a cheaper price for Freddy Fest because it's tomorrow. That's $15 then. You get them at onaboosters.com. You can just get them $5 cheaper. It's going to be a great time. It has in the past years. This is the 3rd annual. Opportunities to win all kinds of cool stuff. Packer tickets. I think there's Wild tickets, Vikings tickets.
Autographed memorabilia.
Yes, all that stuff. So get to Freddy Fest. It is at the Onalaska American Legion. And there'll be live music by Simon Says. All kinds of good stuff going on there. And, of course, it is for a great cause. 26 different programs. And a lot of money goes into those programs. Help with all kinds of different things. You don't always think about all that goes into all these athletic programs. Hilltoppers football, 4th quarter, 3rd down, 10 yards to go. pitch out to Lubinsky. He's going to throw downfield. He has a receiver, but it comes up just a little bit short, and it's picked off. And there's a flag thrown down at the 1-yard line, intercepted by the Central Red Raiders. It was picked off by Braden Kuiper.
I have to see what the flag is. That's right where the interception was made.
Intercepted by Braden Kuiper.
Kuiper got the ball back to the 5-yard line.
They're picking it up.
The Raiders take over at the
And they will pick that flag up. You're right, Scotty. It will be Central football at the 5-yard line with 11:25 and counting here with a running clock in the fourth quarter. So they've gotten a couple of turnovers. The Hilltoppers have been pretty stingy with giving up the football. Just 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles coming in. You've got a fumble lost and an interception.
Are they saying that's a touchback because he tried to return it?
Well, they're moving the football up.
Interesting call.
If he tries to come out of the end zone with it, it's where he gets tackled.
So the Raiders will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
That makes no sense to me based on the rules that I know about.
I play a lot of Madden, and I know that's not right.
Of course, sometimes the high school rules and the NFL rules are not exactly the same.
Yeah, but in the NFL, I mean, it would be the same thing. But
well, if it's
yeah,
I don't want your Madden has got to rule over whatever these officials have to say.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Rick.
Timeout.
Scouting at its finest.
Taken by Onalaska. We'll keep it right here, though. I'm just giving you.
No, it's fine.
A little bit of business.
I've just never seen that call before.
No, I haven't either. I agree with you.
And Coach Yashinsky's actually out here questioning it. You
yeah,
can
look,
see
he's
right
talking
now.
to the officials. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. Lisa, what are you hearing out there? Not us, apparently. All right.
Oh, shut up.
Crickets. I think she's trying to listen to hear what Coach is saying.
Too.
He's not happy about it. I don't believe that the ball should be at the 20-yard line.
I agree.
And that's why he's unhappy, just so he doesn't get choked by his play chart.
Safety first, even in high school football.
Did he have a little Chucky going on there? He was a little Gruden.
Just a little bit.
He had a little Gruden going on there. Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm a little surprised.
Jeff Ross doing a good job on the frozen rooftop, getting a close-up there of the coach. So from the 20, 1st and 10 Central after the interception. And a running play that picks up a couple more than what it looked like it was going to do originally.
Brought down by number 38.
Uderman makes the stop. And I believe that was Carl Hegg with the carry.
Holman's just scored. It's now 25-14 with 11:55 in the fourth quarter.
So an 11-point lead for the Sparta Spartans at Empire Stadium. Watching that one closely, of course, the stage set for Holman and Onalaska in the regular season finale.
And Bangor's JV did very well coming out of the smoking helmet. It's 50-0 over Brooklyn.
And the smoking helmet is good luck for Bangor.
It is. I like it. I wish I could have had that when I played.
Here's Herlitsky. He's scrambling, sees pressure, and look at that, David Luck with another sack. What a game for David Luck. He said he wanted to be the post-game interview. Guess what? You sack people, you get on the post-game interview. Unbelievable. What an effort by David Luck.
Yeah, you have to give credit these edge rushers for Onalaska. Against the run, on the pass, they have had a tremendous night defensively.
All the way back to the 13-yard line, approaching 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like that's where the interception was, okay? Now it's all right.
2 yards different.
All right. There we go. Karma exists.
And it's a lot of misdirection now here for Central as they run. Give it to Herlitsky, and I told you how quick he is. Hilltoppers follow him to the sidelines.
Only a sophomore today. He's only going to get a lot better. That was pretty impressive right there.
He showed a good arm, too. The only thing you worry about with Herlitsky is the stature behind the line.
Yeah, he's a little
seen
small.
over the line.
Yep.
You know, if you adjust your game plan to a smaller quarterback, you can still have success. Kyler Murray.
Yep.
You know, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's the guys like that don't come around very often.
Don't.
He might be the best right now.
You might be right.
And he's on to 3 of my fantasy football teams. That's why I know that. And Cody Skifton will run this football. Look at the feet. Cody dodging and finally gang tackled inside the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, great. Little cut there to break the tackle by Mr. Skifton, showing off that athletic ability. Pretty impressive.
A little reminiscent of big brother Noah, who's at the University of Minnesota Duluth, of course, playing wide receiver. Other former Hilltoppers, Tyler Hughes at Winona State, Jalen Sample at Minnesota State. And there's a bunch of guys from other schools, too. Winona State's got a bunch of local talent. I'll get you some of those names here in our next stoppage.
Yeah, I got something interesting to share with you, too, Rick, when we got time here.
All right. See, you brought out some prep with you today.
Oh. Is this not common?
No, it is common. I'm not trying to be mean. That was Van Wittenberg with the carry there. No, you prepare each week. I'm not saying that.
So GET, who is currently ranked number 9 in Division 4, was playing Westfield tonight. Westfield forfeited. So GET has won the game. Official score 1-0 GET.
That's what they do. They do a 1-0 score. Yeah, Westfield, that was my grade school growing up. I don't think they were playing my grade school.
No. That's
Westfield.
Interesting.
Here again, Wittenberg bouncing off a couple of hits. Look at him go! He almost gets through for a touchdown, but he stopped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, again, hats off to Onalaska's offensive line tonight. They have done such a marvelous job at the point of attack, and I think you could put any running back in there right now the way that these holes are opening up, and it's like a freight train going through.
Well, Ben Wittenberg's he's a little quicker than Nathan, but obviously Nathan will punish a defense all day long and soften them up.
Lubinsky is very impressive.
Yeah, he softens things up for everybody because he's just, you don't really want to have to tackle him.
So are you saying that Lubinsky is like Wittenberg's Jedi Master?
Okay.
Is that what you're getting at?
Sure, if we want to go into Star Wars stuff, we could do that. There's a hit on Wittenberg, and he spun off the first hit, and then he's wrapped up after that. Tackle was made by Jackson Wernett. Haven't said his name much today. The senior in there, 6'2", 235 on defensive line.
I don't think he's raised an X-wing yet, but I mean that's all right. When he does, let me know. No comment.
You're going to get out of my depth. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, I can do that. I can do Yoda.
Yep.
I know that. I know the Millennium Falcon, right?
Yeah.
That was Han Solo.
Did you watch any of the movies that have been recently released? They're pretty good, actually.
The last one I watched was better than I had thought the other ones were. Here's Wittenberg. Look at the blocks in front. Wittenberg down to the 6.
How about the receivers getting down to seal those safeties? I mean, they're so well coached in the running attack to get down and make contact and seal the safeties, make sure they can't make, because as you know, the safety's the last point of attack to stopping the offense from getting into the end zone. Such a well-coached football team running the football.
They are, and you saw Jake Bloom's hands raised high, the center, who will help create that hole, and he has done a marvelous job tonight. Hitting the 4:25 mark here as the clock continues to tick away. Red zone, Hilltoppers, 1st and goal from the 6. Wittenberg to the left, gets loose from one tackle and then pulled down at the 4.
Rick, just a reminder, on October 30th at Howie's, it's Stranger Things Trivia. A lot of the fans know Season 4 will be coming out shortly, and Millie Bobby Brown has blonde hair. So that could be a trivia question to win you awesome prizes and enjoy tons of great drinks and food specials.
Bobby Brown, the singer?
Millie Bobby Brown. She's 11.
Oh, okay.
That's 11.
Not Bobby Brown.
And she has blonde hair now.
I was going to say, I
that
don't
was
think
a big
Bobby
deal
Brown had hair.
On Twitter this week.
About that.
Yeah, social media. I'm just all over it. Let me
People like the Stranger Things.
I love that show.
And there's a big hit right at the 3.
Wittenberg on the carry. Matt Rubley by Jackson Wernett and Malachi Potts.
Now we're met with another tackle. And you could see that was like running into a wall.
Yeah, Malachi Potts is every bit as advertised. He is a very, very stout defender, and he doesn't miss many tackles if you're right in his face.
Well, we should mention that you will be talking with John Papadopoulos on the Pizza Oven postgame show on ESPN Radio 105.5. Of course, John Papadopoulos does a great job of recapping all the high school football games. And you can listen to it on your way home. And
I don't think he cares that Millie Bobby Brown has
No,
blonde
he
hair.
doesn't. And there's going to be a flag
Face
thrown.
mask.
Might have been a face mask as Wittenberg was dragged down from behind.
Brought down by Austin Beitlich. There are flags on the play.
Beitlich, the tackler, but I think he got his hands in there, and that will be a face mask penalty. Clock continues to roll. 2:23 and counting.
This is what you call a statement win tonight by the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
Oh, they got it done in a big way here tonight. But I'll tell you what, the defense just allowing 7 points throughout the season on average, and then approaching what looks like it could be a shutout. And, we've seen them do it. Obviously it's a little bit different, in terms of, their other shutout at against Toma was a home game. This is going into someone else's building and shutting them out. And it's still time on the clock here, but I'll tell you what, this is impressive stuff. And they're looking to punch it in from the near side. Wittenberg almost gets in, stopped right at the goal line.
Yeah, the ball didn't cross the plane. He landed just a slightly, maybe a millisecond before he could get that handover.
I think that was Caden Hansen that stopped him just as he was approaching the goal line.
It was a good play.
So 4th and goal to go from just outside the goal line. And is this Austin Larson just taking it up over center?
It's very possible.
Stan Evans says sneak a leak. A football kind.
Not a football life.
I didn't know what he meant with that when I first heard it.
Not a football life, a football kind.
Let's see. Handoff.
I like
Wittenberg.
that.
He gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Way to go, Benny. That was nice to see. Wittenberg with his second touchdown. The senior gives the Hilltoppers a 41-0 lead.
And an exclamation point in what was, like you alluded to earlier, Rick, a dominating performance by the Onalaska Hilltoppers tonight.
That was a heavy dose of Ben Wittenberg, and Ben gets in for touchdown number 2. Of course, now you have to think up. I know what the BA play of the day is for me, but you have to come up with the BA play of the day and also the Enhanced Driving Institute drive of the game.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about both of them right now.
And I'm sure Lisa will want to weigh in as well.
And I appreciate her input because I think we all know the game very well.
Okay, they just didn't even try for the 2-point conversion. Is that what I just saw there? Took a knee.
I think that's a classy move by the Hilltoppers.
I think it is. You don't need it. It's 41-0. I think they'll kick off, and Coach Service will have a chance to try a couple of things maybe, and we'll be done with this one. And then obviously watching the Holman-Sparta game to find out whether this is a clinch of a share of at least the MVC title.
Yep.
And a chance to win it outright. Next week at home. We'll have it for you right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. You get immediate notifications as soon as we go live. Whether it's football, whether it's soccer, whether it's Scotty doing karaoke at a local establishment.
Or talking to 2 local broadcasters at River Valley about how important it is to have subscribers, and we could say that we have some.
River Falls.
Yeah, thank you.
Because we're going to be dealing with those
and
Yahoos
they're
again.
winning 21-6 right now.
They're coming
too.
in our conference,
That's good. I think that's good competition.
They're a good football team.
They are a good football team.
They have more subscribers than us, though.
Yeah, they do. They wanted to let us know that. We appreciated it greatly. It just makes us aim high, Rick.
It does.
The pie in the sky is there.
That's what it's about.
I got pie at home.
It's easier to get the pie on the table than it is in the sky.
It is, and to cut it.
And it's going to be picked up there at the 12-yard line. And Erlitsky taken down at the 24. Jess Ondell And Cody Skifton in on the stop.
Yeah, you got the coaching staff for Central right next to us, and they've been pretty quiet for a while here.
It's a different scene than it was last year with a bomb Hail Mary with 1 second left. Johnny Davis to Jordan Davis. Those guys were jumping up, and it was a chest bump, and I mean, they were elated, and obviously with great reason, as that was one of the most thrilling games that we've had on Coulee Region Sports Network. For Hilltopper fans, it was a bitter pill to swallow. This one, much easier to swallow, as whatever you want to call it, revenge has been had.
Yes. A statement has been made.
It has. 4 seconds left. Last play of this football game. And the Hilltoppers make it turn into nothing. Connor Haggerty first in on the stop, and the Onalaska Hilltoppers have defeated the Central Red Raiders 41-0. And it's what they do. They've pretty much destroyed every visiting team's homecoming. It's just been...
Yeah, it's the truth. And you know, I mean, it's a sign of a good football team is what it is. I mean, you go into an environment obviously a little bit more amped up than normal. That just shows the resolve and the preparation that this team has. And, you know, if all comes to pass, it looks like Sparta is still up 25-14 in the fourth. I mean, it's going to be at least a share of the title after tonight.
It is. We, of course, will have your BA Burrito postgame coming up. We're going to keep it right here. We will get to our commercials and our sponsors and all that good stuff. I did want to thank a few of those sponsors right now while we have the chance. And, of course, Lisa going to get Coach Yashinsky. And I'm hoping that she's also going to be able to get David Luck. He wanted to do an interview. At least that's what I had heard. But while I have a chance, I did want to thank BA Burrito Company, of course, delivered to your door with the Eat Street and DoorDash apps, as well as Howie's, Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. The Crow, American Gastropub and Bourbon Bar in La Crosse. Our thanks to Big Al's Pizza, Lacrosse's original. And is David Luck down there? Are you going to talk to David right now, Lisa? Is he okay to do that?
Yeah, he is ready to talk right now.
All right. I thought he had to go with the team.
I don't know. He came over right now. Sure, you can take your helmet off if you want, David. We get the flow going. He's got some good hair this year. So, David, before the game, you said you wanted to interview today. Why did you want to interview tonight?
I just think there was a lot of noise this week about how we wouldn't be able to stop Johnny, stop them. You know, we put a goose egg up. I don't think he had 100 yards at all. So, you know, it just felt good. Just come out here. We love that kind of stuff.
So talk to me about this year, this season in general. How do you feel that you guys have been playing this season, and what kind of momentum do you have going into the last game of the regular season to win conference?
Well, this is definitely a different team than last year, and we still got a sour taste, even from Lake Mills, and especially from last year versus Holman, so I think it's going to be a completely different game next Friday.
All right, and then tell me, what's your favorite hair product?
I got this, it's curling cream, add a little wave to it, it works pretty good.
Greatly appreciated, David. I'll tell Coach how good you are at this so you can do it next week, too.
Little dab will do ya.
That's awesome. That's great.
He told us before the game he wanted to interview tonight, so he put quite the moves on in the field so that he had earned that interview. Congratulations on this state win. Undefeated in the conference. Next week will determine the MVC champion, whether co-champion or outright. Tell me about this game. Do you think this is probably the most...
Lisa, you're getting lots of static here. If you could turn towards us.
You know, we came to play tonight. Our kids have been pretty excited about this game all week since Monday when we brought it up. They had that Hail Mary on their mind. I mean, there's no doubt. We didn't have to say anything, but they knew. The confidence of our kids tonight was just amazing. Starting with David Luck, he said that he said from day one, he's not better than Cole. We got it, whatnot. I'm just really proud of our kids. That's a statement win. That's huge. That's huge.
You talk a lot about building that kind of a culture. On the sidelines, I saw no one other. We talk about Austin Larson really getting the rest of the team up the inside. Is it more important than even wins on the football field when you see young men become becoming leaders like that?
That's why we coach this game. You know, it's fun to win and all that, but it's bigger than that. You know, if we can get these kids that come in as freshmen and leave as 18-year-old leaders that can go on and be great men and be great members of their community, be great husbands someday, you know, that's the most important victory that we can have. So, you know, that's something that hopefully is a byproduct of the culture that we've created here the past couple of years.
So next week, like I said, you're going to play Holman championship. How do you keep this momentum, or what do you do throughout the rest of the week to keep the guys hungry like they are tonight?
I don't think you have to do anything. Those guys understand. They've been waiting for this for a long time. There's nothing that you got to do to keep them hungry. We'll be fine.
All right, well, we look forward to talking to you next week then. Rick, what a game. This weather, he probably feels like it's sunny and 80 and balmy, and he could play every game like this if this were the outcome.
I'm sure he seemed pretty happy about it, and obviously the celebration continues on for the Onalaska Hilltoppers here as they're big winners, 41-0 over the Central Red Raiders. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back with your BA Burrito postgame. It's coming up here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free, totally free checking, that is? Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free, totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Noble Insurance Service is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
When is a fixture not a fixture? When it's made from inferior materials, retail grade and manufactured to be sold at low prices. A fixture by definition means permanently fixed. Be sure your fixtures are permanently fixed, professional grade, and properly installed by the experts of Every Plumbing. Visit our showroom and look over the line of Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures. Every Plumbing, call us today for fast service and fixtures that are truly fixtures.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Hi, we're the Chios family, and this is our story.
It has always been a dream of ours to put down roots and to find a place that we can call home. During our home buying process, Ultra took great care of us. They made us feel like we were their number one priority and always greeted us with a smile. The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease. We're so glad we chose Ultra. They made our dreams come true.
This is more than a bundle. This is more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home court. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. It's why I'm here.
Here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
The CRSN BA Burrito Company postgame show and BA Play of the Day. Here's Rik, Scotty, and Lisa.
Yes, it's us, the BA Burrito postgame show. Rik, Scotty, and Lisa, that's our names. And you've got stats from Mr. Rude. Go ahead and fire them off, Scotty.
All right, passing tonight, Austin Larson, 7 for 11, 137, and 2 touchdowns for a QBR, Rik, of 228.25.
228.25.
Nathan Lubinsky, 25 carries, 229 yards, 9.2 yard average, a 79-yard touchdown run, which is my nomination for the BA Play of the Day, and 2 touchdowns. Let's see. Ben Wittenberg in the second half, 8 carries, 36 yards, 4.5 a carry and a touchdown. Landon Peterson, 2 catches for 49 yards and a touchdown. Hank Olson, that 1 catch for 29 yards and a great run after he caught that ball.
Yes.
And then Connor Haggerty, rumble, young man, rumble on the middle screen, 26 yards on a catch, and those are your stats.
And the cartwheel, the half cartwheel. Don't forget about the half cartwheel.
That was great. I don't know. I almost nominated that for the BA Play of the Day just on the agility alone.
Yeah, there was a. I mean, they called a block in the back on that play, but nonetheless, it was a heck of a play. So there you go. You got the numbers. You got Scotty's BA Play of the Day. That was Nathan Lubinsky just breaking into the wide open and leaving everybody in his dust. For a 79-yard touchdown run. And then the drive of the game, Scotty. Let's get that quickly.
Well, I think it was probably early. I would say maybe later in the second quarter. Onalaska really establishing the run game, and they really churned out a lot of yards with Lubinsky. Mixed in a little bit of pass with that beautiful catch by Peterson over the shoulder. Had to adjust down to the 1 yard line, and then a simple 1 yard plunge by Austin Larson to cap it off. I thought that was the drive of the game.
There you go. You got your Enhanced Driving Institute drive of the game. You got your BA Burrito Play of the game and the BA Burrito postgame. We will share those on the social networks. And remember, if you like the BA Play of the Day or you share the BA Play of the Day, a free entree from BA Burrito Company on Copeland could come your way.
Yeah, lots of excitement on Facebook this week about that when I was watching this week. Congratulations to the winners from other people, and that's kind of neat to see that.
Yeah, you just stop on down. When you're the winner, we'll let you know, and then you stop on down, and you tell Paul and Deb Hosh that you want your free entree because you shared and liked the BA Play of the Day. It's very simple. Lisa, you have any final words for us from the sidelines besides the fact that it's cold?
Yeah, I agree with the Play of the Day, the 74-yard touchdown with Nathan Lubinsky. For me, drive really is the last offensive drive of the first half, where they score the 35 points, put it into a running clock, and really seal that first half in a dominating fashion, even with short time left on the clock. I'm sorry, it is so windy. I'm about ready to fall over right now.
I'm hearing the wind.
And, it's always so fun down here, and I really don't think anyone in this community that follows sports, including fans, expected this kind of an outcome.
Oh, absolutely
considering the amount of talent Central has. So I am shocked. And I will tell you that coaches knew the Holman Sparta score, and they were not sharing it with any of the players. What you also didn't see is that the entire community of Onalaska is still here congratulating their team in that far north end. I'm not sure that Jeff can touch that. It might take me a week to thaw out, but I'm super excited for next Friday, and I'm hoping that it's not below freezing because it's really playoff weather. It's not regular season weather. How does that sound?
You sound very chilly. You did a great job tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for spending time on the sidelines for us, getting the important information. And, this was a very special night for Coach D. And obviously, he would have hoped that the Central Red Raiders would have had a better night against the Onalaska Hilltoppers. That was not to be. But what an amazing start to the night. And all of these former players and coaches that lined up and shook his hand. And obviously he was, like you said earlier, Lisa, he was
He was touched.
He was touched, and
Yeah.
it was something special. A guy who's given so much to the community, 50 years of coaching football, and it was a pretty special night.
Well, and just to give that much back to young men
Right.
and women in a community where they grow up to be coaches or other leaders, it really says something about someone who spends their entire life in a servant leadership role and really giving back to the community. My last note is I've never seen Jake Bloom smile so much. That guy was having so
awesome.
much fun.
He was
And so
awesome tonight.
it's a good game regardless of the weather when Jake Bloom is smiling.
Yeah, he was awesome tonight. I mean, so many holes he cleared for Lubinsky. And Wittenberg at the very end of the game, you saw his arms raised high. You're right. He was probably as happy as I've ever seen him.
Yeah, 100%.
And with good reason. This defense has been absolutely incredible. I was a big fan of the Christian Oliver defense back a couple of years ago because he had 10 sacks and put so much pressure on the quarterback. But this team is so well-rounded defensively.
Yes.
It's not just the pass rush.
Yeah.
It's the secondary. It's the linebackers. It's, getting that pressure.
Why doesn't the rest of the media in this area see that right now?
I don't know, because they don't go to every game.
I don't understand. I was listening to it all week. People saying that, Central's going to beat Onalaska, and this is. Yeah, I mean, granted, it could have been a better game, okay, but we've watched this team all year, and there's so many ways. It just didn't feel like Onalaska was getting the respect they deserved for playing a tough non-conference schedule and doing so well in the regular season. I was shocked at the media outpouring that Central was going to win this game, and some people said it was going to be a definitive beat by Central.
Obviously, I thought this was going to be a better football game. I did not expect a 41-0 football game. But what I will say is, and I don't think. And I'm gonna point the Tribune out on this one because the Tribune seems the one who really was sort of.
I saw the same thing, and that's what I was kind of alluding to.
Pushing the Central's going to win this football game out there, and they were pretty convinced of that fact. I don't think they watched any of the Onalaska River Falls game because River Falls is a good football team, and we went to River Falls and we beat that football team.
Yes.
And that to me told me that this team is capable of maybe getting past, a couple of rounds.
And they should have beat Lake Mills.
No more
and
Rice.
We all know that.
No more Rice Lake, but they got a big task ahead of them and the Holman Vikings next Friday night.
And on that note, Holman is up, or actually down 25-20. They recovered an onside kick, and let me see here. 1:12 left. Holman has the ball at Sparta's 46-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
goodness.
They may just be able to pull that out in front of their home fans.
Wow.
And does that set a stage for something next Friday night? If you can't be at the game, you got to be with us.
I'm
here
on
the Coulee
vacation.
Sports
I'm
Network.
doing whatever I want next week.
Good. That means you can help me set up earlier.
Yeah, I kind of. Hey, guess what?
Thanks for giving that info
I knew
up.
that was coming. It didn't matter.
Lisa, come get warm. I'm sure
Yes.
Stan is already at home and sitting in front of the fireplace.
With a hot dog.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and I was going to just make one comment, too, to your about the defense. We have a lot of talented kids in this area, and when you have a D1 athlete like Johnny Davis, Cole Wisniewski, my face is frozen.
Wisniewski's hard to say when your jaw's frozen.
Right? Everyone wants to give them attention, and I think the best thing, like you said, with the Onalaska defense, not only their well-roundedness, but their willingness to stay in their lane and keep their assignments and trust each other that they are going to have their own back, and so they can concentrate on what their assignment is. And the other thing that I think we don't talk about is the coaching scheme that they put together and a game plan, because without a good game plan, you can't execute anything.
Yeah, complete effort.
The only team to shut down Davis and Wisniewski?
Yep.
Onalaska.
All right, I'm coming upstairs. I'm too cold.
All right. Any final words from you, Scotty? I know Jeff's like, come on. This is the longest BA postgame you guys have ever done, and it's the coldest night I've had to do this.
Next week is going to be an epic battle, and I would, granted, it's going to be a good football game no matter the outcome. It'll be good preparation for playoff football as well.
For Jeff Ross on camera up above us, who wants us to say goodnight.
Great job, Jeff.
Yes, as always, Jeff does a fantastic job. For Lisa
I'm coming up to help you.
For Lisa Kay on the sidelines, for Stan Evans in front of his fireplace, and for Scotty Gran, I'm Rik Franke. Good night now.
High school football on the Coulee Region Sports Network has been presented by Coulee Bank. Bank with confidence. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance in Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers. Discover the difference. Noble Insurance Service. Building strong relationships to secure your future. Coulee Golf Bowl. The #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management. Always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Ultra Federal Credit Union. Helping you live your best life. Also by Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service at your disposal since 1984. BA Burrito Company. Burrito Artistry. 2 words you don't see together often, but at BA, they're words to live by. Every Plumbing and Heating. Proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts right here. Howie's, La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. The Crow, American Gastro Pub and Bourbon Bar, La Crosse. Big Al's Pizza, La Crosse's original. Also by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Mario's Italian Beef and Hot Dogs. The real deal taste of Chicago. Coulee Region Chill NA3HL Hockey. The fastest game in town. Onalaska Parks and Recreation. cityofonalaska.com. Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club. Become a member today at onaboosters.com. And by Radio 1 Music DJ service for your wedding or any party at radio1music.us. To see highlights, stories, and more, like Coulee Region Sports Network on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at CR Sports Network. Check out our website, CooleyRegionSportsNetwork.com. Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.